Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the T.F.T.G family. What's going on, man? This is Smoke Lounge. Obviously, this time of year, let's talk. This is the speculation season. And what do I mean by speculation season? Well, we are just speculating. We're going to speculate as to we're going to get his fifth year or an extension or gone altogether. It's Christian Wilkins. What's going on with him? Is he out? Is he gonna get the transition tag or the franchise tag? Who would our first round draft pick be? Are we gonna be trading Waddle? Well, this is speculation season. Like I said, one thing I can say for certain: nobody's wrong and nobody's right. We're gonna find out, just like a game. When the Super Bowl, when a football game is about to be played, I could say this team, you say that team. It isn't until the final whistle to see who's right and who's wrong. So at the end of the day, let's see who's going to be right. Let's see who's going to be wrong. Let's make some receipts today, and we'll go from there. But yeah, we'll get into it all in today's episode of Smoke Lounge. Yeah.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
And don't forget the W Energy drink. This March 30th, Saturday morning, March 30th at 10 a.m., I will be doing a WrestleMania preview, a W Energy WrestleMania preview. It's the off season. We could get off topic if we want to. Saturday morning, I will be testing a new flavor, the fruit punch. So make sure you're there if you're a big fan of the of wrestling right now, especially what Rock is doing. It is going to be off the chain. This Monday, Crypto will be doing a injury audit. He's going to be looking at all our injuries, which injury had the biggest impact. Friday, of course, is going to be the open panel, and you know how we do every week. Let me first recognize some people that are in the building. Much love and respect to my man Dolphinier. Flavor J, what's going on? How you doing? My man Joe Wrist. John Featherland.
What's going on? What's going on? Quick mic check. Let me see what's going
on. Michael K, what's going on? Joe Wrist. Ronnie N. Fins Up 74. Canes Dolphins 89. I Could Worship Tua. Cat for Life. Jamie Rayhart. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing, man? Listen, let's dive into this. Look, let's talk about first things first. The money with Tua Tagovailoa. I heard many sites say that if we extend him, we're going to be we'll be able to extend players and get the players that we want, yada yada yada. And there's other people that don't want that to happen. I mean, I don't know what the hell to do, man. It's crazy how one player could be so polarizing. But look, we still have from what shout out to Miss Fins. She did an interesting salary cap budget where you could extend Jalen Ramsey, extend Tyreek Hill, and make money that way. Give Tyreek Hill a few voidable years, just like they did with Tom Brady the year after they won the Super Bowl. They gave him an extension with voidable years at the end of the contract. So it's crazy that we're at this phase. We have, of course, Christian Wilkins. Is he would you say is he a defensive tackle that you would love to build around? We have Zach Seiler, Raekwon Davis, plus the defensive. I can't remember his name. If anybody can remember his name, the defensive end from Baltimore. He could be a possible candidate to come to Miami. This could be the Baltimore. What's that? The Miami Ravens. Oh, a couple of years ago, we were the Miami Patriots, and last year we were the San Francisco Dolphins. So why not? If you're asking me, I'd rather be the Miami Chiefs because at least the freaking Chiefs won a Super Bowl within the last couple of years. No, not Van Noy. He was a linebacker for us though, the defensive end. No, he has that name. He's a defensive tackle that has a funny name in the beginning. I can't remember his name. But he's a free agent. Yeah, look, I'm not a believer in Christian Wilkins. I'm sorry. I think that some of the Miami Dolphins fans hype him up more than what he's the heart and soul of the defense. The defense runs through him. I think that's a just a whole bunch of horse shit, if you ask me. I don't think the defense ran through Christian Wilkins, the heart and soul. And you know what's funny is even listen. There we go. Yeah, Matapa, whatever his name is. Yeah, that guy. But no. You know what's funny is the one thing they say about Christian Wilkins, and I can't believe they say that, is the fact that he is a Josh Allen disruptor. He only played one game against Josh Allen. And most of the games that Josh Allen played against Miami, he was the AFC Player of the Week. He did not do that much disrupting. He only had, 2 bad, I think last Monday night was maybe the last season, game of the season, he had a bad game, and in the playoffs, he had a bad game. For the most part, Josh Allen tore this team apart. I hate to say it, but yeah. Daniel, what's going on? So I don't see him going anywhere. And one thing I heard today, I heard the replay. This guy said that Van Ginkel is a one-trick pony. I think I call bullshit on that, man, because one of the things I did was oh man. Hey, I get laid. I got to beg, but I do. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. One of the things I was covering when I'm covering the games this year and get to see things, I saw that Van Ginkel was pretty good at man coverage. He covered receivers, he covered running backs. So this notion that he can't cover, I don't know what the fuck you're watching. Van Ginkel, in my opinion, is one of those guys that needs to stay. Of course, for the right price. We can't afford to keep everybody. And yeah, man. So now we have good players, and we have players that are the Utah Jazz. Very poverty, very trash. They're also like the Canes. The Canes, that's another one. When you think of Canes, you think of poverty. You think of teams that are just we're like the Canes of the NFL, unfortunately, but we don't want to be like them anymore. Oh, Crypto, I'm sorry, I didn't see you back there. How you doing, Crypto?
All this blasphemy I'm hearing lately come out of you on Twitter and on YouTube.
I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Honest mistake.
Okay. I don't know who's whether it's the Gators or poverty franchise. I thought, I'm just saying.
Hey, at least
I would agree with you on
listen,
the
I barely
Gators.
see him. I got his attention. IMAX, what's going on? Oh man, you got that mixed up with this. No. Listen, we won a national. That's why. Listen, that's why Miami can't win anymore. The Dolphins can't win because the Canes got their loser stench in that building. Then that's why I hope the Canes need to go somewhere else.
We bring
Much
nothing
love,
but
IMAX.
riches and glory. Riches and glory to that stadium, the Canes.
So I was talking about Christian Wilkins, right? Oh, of course, you fat ass little. Come on, move, move. Anyway,
Sylvester the cat.
oh man,
Just get
yeah.
Tweety Bird. That'll take him. That'll take him. You know, just go get Tweety Bird. That'll solve it.
No, and listen, if Miami Dolphins have to go back to the Orange Bowl to win, I'm down for it, man.
Yeah.
I think we haven't been the same since we left the Orange Bowl.
I don't know. Was the Orange Bowl site, the burial site, Joe Robbie?
Hey, Max, I know you're good, man. Much love, man. Thank you for tuning in, man. I got nothing but respect for you. So what do you think of Wilkins' situation?
I say
Keeping him or
he's like the Russell Westbrook of this team.
yeah.
His antics is out of control, and he needs to just go ahead and part. We need to just go and part ways with him.
I want one of the.
I think he's. They decide to settle down with him. He's pulling the wool over our eyes because he'll go back to his 3-sack season. You know, showing up once every 10 games, and then he plays like the Zach Wilsons of the world. He gets like 80 million sacks, and everybody thinks he's Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
That's falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
What's going on, Fred? Look, man, all I know is, like I said, this is all speculatory. We're you know, we're right. We could be right. We could be wrong. You know what I mean? All we're doing is speculating. Yeah. And just like you know, what's funny is like you could do a mock draft. You could do like 10 mock drafts. You think you could do the perfect mock draft, but all it takes is one domino to fall the wrong way, and your draft board is off tilted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the only thing I think right now we're waiting for to see is the first domino Chris Greer lays down on the table. Speaking of which domino is he gonna extend? I wonder if that's a prop bet. Is he gonna extend Wilkins first? Is he gonna extend Tua first? Is he gonna extend Hill or you know, is he gonna make some cuts? What's the first domino you think is gonna fall? And by the way, we're gonna open up the line to one at a time so we can make some receipts out here. This is a receipt episode. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions and you tell me your honest answer. There's no judging, you know what I'm saying? So you tell me what do you think. So, you know, as a matter of fact, while I do that, I'll drop the.
This is so bad intuition.
Let's make some receipts. Tax times we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it for tax time. Tax time's around the corner, so let's make some receipts.
I got a bad intuition. Some's telling me
they go big, Nick.
They're gonna go with a hard cap and not extend them. They're gonna let him play $26 million.
Yeah.
This is my intuition. Could be bad intuition, but
because
you know how when a herd, when 100% of the herd, when 100% of the herd goes in one direction, it almost always the exact opposite.
Hey, Jermaine,
when it comes to the Miami Dolphins.
Jermaine, by the way, you could ask my wife. Saying stupid is something I do all the time and do very well. So.
Oh. I'm getting that feeling like, oh, Jonathan Taylor is a Dolphin and you know it, just deal with it. He asked for a trade. His owner is a racist. his owner putting out bad things about him, and next thing you know, his owner, that same owner, re-signs him, and they amend. Like I was the only one that said they was gonna make amends. That was that was PR stunt to see what his number was internally, and then with Indianapolis, they wasn't gonna let a young guy go when they got a young quarterback that's on the roster that they about to put on their roster. So the best thing to a young rookie quarterback is a star running back.
I dropped the link.
And why in the hell would the Indianapolis Colts allow Jonathan Taylor to leave?
I dropped the link. Yeah.
So I was saying,
that was last year. Remember, we were supposed to get Jonathan Taylor. We were supposed to get Dalvin Cook. We were supposed to get Marshall Faulk. We were supposed to get Kevin Hart. We were supposed to get Bret the Hitman Hart. We were supposed to get Hulk Hogan. We were supposed to get Bill Clinton. We were supposed to get all these people.
Exactly. Marsha Clark.
Yeah, and Frank Darton.
Darton. Christopher Darton.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they didn't want to come over because OJ was our starting fullback.
Right. Exactly.
Something about them trying to put him in jail, kind of rubbed them the wrong way.
Rubbed them the wrong way. Yeah, exactly.
But there's the link, everybody. So, hey, listen, you know what trips me out is
click the like button, everybody.
Hit the like button. I want you to remember one thing. Like Pete says, never forget this. Ryan Tannehill's this was Adam Gase's. Yeah, Ryan Tannehill's last year, the year Josh Allen was drafted. If you look at, I'm gonna bring this up Friday because I have the receipts. Big Nick, I'm gonna bring you up in a minute. Just be patient. You'll be the first in line. I have receipts here. Now, if you looked at all the mock drafts that year, they had the Miami Dolphins trading up to get who? Baker Mayfield. As a matter of fact, Baker Mayfield, because this was when Twitter was just getting legs. You know what I'm saying? On social media, Baker Mayfield tweet to then Kenny Stills, because Kenny Stills was a former Oklahoma Sooner.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He said, "Hey, get me to Miami." So at the end of the day, Ryan Tannehill's last 2 years had everybody saying, "Oh, Miami's going to draft the quarterback this year." Miami, doesn't that sound familiar to you? That every year, Now,
right.
Fast forward, put in Tua. Everybody thinks we're going to get a quarterback. So this is kind of like Groundhog's Day again. Hold on, let me get ready right quick.
That's true.
It
is Groundhog's Day.
There you go. This is exactly what it is. But anyway,
exactly.
Let me welcome the first caller, Monty. We'll get to you next. Big Nick, what's going on, Big Nick? How you doing, my brother? Welcome back to the program. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad you're doing okay.
Yes. Yeah, man, I had to heal, man. I ain't gonna lie, I had to heal.
Hey, by the way, I don't know if you heard this, but March 30th.
Yep.
March
welcome
30th,
back to the
we're
fold.
going to be doing a W Energy WrestleMania preview. So at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Cool. Yeah, man, I had to heal. Period. I had to heal. Look, I am not abreast on any Dolphins from anybody. I don't know what's going on with the organization, right? I just got back into the fold a couple of days ago, right? Because when I the passion that I have for you guys, for this team, I hope I try to relay it as well as possible during the season. I told you it's country, it's family, country, Dolphins for me. I told you that. I mean that shit, right? Like I had to heal. Anyway, let me tell you something. This is not because I'm a fan of Tua, right? This has nothing to do with it. I had to come to the realization that we have to be honest with ourselves. The science of football, the complete science of football, there's some shit we're completely not aware of. We don't consider, we don't factor in, right? But during the last couple of days that I have been listening to quote unquote experts that's really in the know, I've learned to understand and consider other possibilities. If we don't extend Tua, doesn't matter how you feel about Tua as a player, when you look at his metrics warrant the type of money that he's going to get, right? So you when it comes to Tua, this is not about him. If you don't sign Tua, if you make Tua play out on this 5th-year option, Christian Wilkins is gone, Xavier Howard is gone, Jerome Baker might be gone, Connor Williams is gone. We're gonna struggle to sign Robert Hunt, right? We can do some things with Tyreek and with Teron. We can do some things, but not enough to keep all those players. If we sign Tua, we convert this salary into a salary bonus, a signing bonus. His contract base pay is going to be very low against the salary cap. That will enable us to sign at least 3 of those players that we really need for this team, because this team is still going to be projected as an 11-win team, regardless of what we think, right? This is the projections that this team has. We're not going to lose that much talent on this team. You also got to consider that if this happens, we don't sign Tua, right? And we wind up winning 8-9 games. Chris Greer is most likely out of there. Now we lose Tua. Or what if Tua blows up and he has one of those Christian Wilkins seasons and we can't re-sign him, right? Now we lose Chris Greer because the team underperformed. Forget your emotions about Tua. We got to think the long term, the long term for this team.
Well, if he does perform, we have the right to franchise tag him.
You don't want to franchise him because it still doesn't do anything for this year.
No, I'm saying no. So let's say we sign him for the 5th year and he balls out. Guess what? We franchise tag him next year.
No, you can't, because it doesn't do anything for this. Shake, it doesn't do anything for this year. You're still going to lose those players. So even if he balls out.
I'm just saying.
But you're forgetting that we're gonna still lose X anyway. He's gone. X is a Texan right now. Just consider that he's done. He's a Texan.
Okay,
Van Ginkel is a Packer.
Oh, we could look. We could extend. Hold on. Wait a minute. There's a still possible. See, everybody's thinking about we need to extend to it. Where we could extend. We could push a can down the road for Chubb, Ramsey,
Hill,
and Hill. Those are 3 players that we could kick down the road and make money for. As well.
And put us under the cap.
That's not going to help us. That's not going to help us next year.
No, Will. We did it on this men's show.
Remember, next year we're going to have more money next year. This year we're in cap hill, but next year
we don't have to be in cap hill.
You said it, we're going to have a big money to spend. So
we don't have to be in cap hill, right? If we re-sign the quarterback, extend the quarterback, that frees up more money than you guys are actually understanding. Even if we
but the maximum is only 18 million.
If we don't, no, but we also get it's 18 million for this year, right? This year, and then it kicks in other ways that extends the option, and it don't take 18 million to sign all them players. That's a good amount of money.
No Capitan.
But they're gonna resign Tua, man, because jobs are on the line, and also the progress of the team is on the line. They're gonna resign Tua. Period. There's no other way.
I don't think Chris Jobs.
I mean, I don't think
actually,
I said it before. I said it before. I think
I don't know his job's ever on the line, to be honest.
Yeah, they're going to extend him. Then listen, they're not going to lose.
All right. So what about Christian Wilkins?
It's impossible for Chris Greer job to be on the line. Right, that's just my opinion.
Like I said, this is the receipts episode. By the way, this is a receipt episode, so we got you for.
Because he falls upward.
Okay, let's move on to the next questions. Let's move on to the next.
How old is your owner?
Who? All right.
That man want to win.
Let's talk about Christian Wilkins. What do you think they're gonna do with Christian Wilkins?
Hey, you know I love Christian Wilkins, man, but I think Christian Wilkins is going to be one of the lower priorities for the team. Even if we extend Tua, I don't think it's going to be for the benefit of signing Christian Wilkins. They got other bigger needs that they feel they probably can't fill. So they have to worry about that. That's my opinion. I hate to say it, but I don't think Christian Wilkins will be a Dolphin next year.
No, he's a Patriot.
No, Patriot ain't no. No.
Oh man! By the way,
Christian
I
He's
love
already looking at homes in
I
Baltimore.
love KFC.
Christian Wilkins is definitely, you guys know it too. He's
Love
an
your
NFC
name, bro.
player,
Thank
man.
you.
Christian
Make
Wilkins
sure
is
you
an
keep up.
NFC player, man.
Oh,
He
well, then
belongs
he's a
in the
Viking
NFC.
then. Then he's a Vikings then.
Christian Wilkins belongs in the NFC, man. He's that type of player over there.
Or he just go back to Illinois, not back to Philly. I mean, to play with Fangio in Philly. If you talking about NFC
Or
team.
Minnesota.
Or Minnesota, yeah. Philly or Minnesota would be the favorite if
That
it's
was
NFC
that was
team.
whatchamacallit's first draft pick, Chris Greer.
So
was.
I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't
draft pick.
around. I wasn't around. How did the Dolphin community take finding out that Javon Holland and Jalen Ramsey was one of the ones that said kick rocks?
It wasn't
How
good.
did
I
they
can tell you
take
that.
that?
No, it wasn't. Of course,
Everybody was saying that,
you
that's
know,
soft
nobody.
mentality.
You know, it's always a mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, did they turn
It
against
wasn't
Jalen
taken
Ramsey?
well.
Did they turn against Jalen Ramsey?
Ramsey,
Yeah,
it should have been the same equally as Holland. It was more
Yeah,
towards
they
Holland
turned
than
on.
Ramsey.
Actually, they turned on Holland before they turned on Ramsey because I
Turned
think
on Ramsey, right? They turned
Oh,
on Holland.
here's the
first.
thing.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
Ramsey is more important than Holland is, if you're asking me.
That's
But
probably
you
why
guys
they
don't
didn't
see a
turn on
problem.
him.
You guys don't see a problem with our fan base that we rather side over a coach who gonna come and go rather than one of our players who gonna be here 10, 12 years.
And he players
There's
come
no
and go
guarantee
too.
he's gonna be.
There's a
Yeah, they
difference.
come and go too.
Yeah, but I'm
they
who you more
get kicked out too.
Crypto, who you more loyal to, the coach or the player?
I'm more.
Well, it all depends
Right.
on what player it is. Because if you go tell me to pick Shula over freaking damn Austin Jackson, I'm gonna pick Shula.
Right. Shula over Marino. Shula over Marino.
I'm probably gonna go with I can still take Shula because I think he can get
You
another
just talking
Marino.
your ass
You
off.
know why? You know why I
just-
pick Shula? You know why I pick Shula? Because listen, as much as you
Crypto
love
just
Marino, as much as you love Marino, right? Shula has the accomplishments. Shula
I
has.
understand that. I understand
Right.
that. But
He
Crypto,
probably can find
Fangio-
another Marino.
and that's where I'm going with this. See, here's the thing: the difference between Ramsey and Holland is
proven. It's
he's
proven.
proven.
Yeah,
Right.
Ramsey is
Fangio
proven.
is proven. Holland is not there. He's in the trajectory to get there,
I
but he's
got
not
you.
there yet.
So he shouldn't have said shit. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, at least Fangio has been around the league for a while.
Yeah.
But you know, Shula's got he got precedence over everybody, Big Nick. You know that.
I'm taking Dan, man. The organization took Dan.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I can see why.
What's up, bud, Joe? Oh man, but
I don't know. Did Wayne Huizinga have some time with Dan, or he bought him? He sold the team before.
hey, Mounty, what's going on? You there?
What up? What up? What up? What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, there's Mounty.
All right,
Hey,
we're gonna ask you.
what's up, Mounty?
We're gonna ask you the
Yo,
same
Big
question.
Big Nick, what you doing, man? What you doing down there in South Florida? I ain't heard nothing from you, man. What's going on with that introduction?
Hey, Scott Jackson, what's
Nick.
going on? Let me ask you the same questions, Mounty. All right. What do you think is going to happen with Tua? And not what you want to happen. What do you think is going to happen? Let me preface that.
I think. Well, let's go back. Remember when someone posed the question to Greer that about Tua's situation and contract, and he's like, well, we've been in contact with his people, and we just had general conversation. We haven't been discussing money, which I don't believe that either. But any case, I think Greer is going to offer him a contract that's very team friendly, with team protections in it. I think Tua's gonna. He may not want to sign that. He may not want to sign, a 2-year out. He may not want voidable years or incentives and things of that nature. So I think it may come to. Especially by the draft. If he doesn't have a contract in place, they may trade him.
Oh, damn, Sal. Thank you, Sal. Appreciate you.
That's all I said.
I really do. I think they may trade him if they can't come to a deal, because Tua's not going to want to play on that 5th-year option. I can guarantee you that. His
Hey,
agent
by
does
the
not
way,
want him to play on that
His
5th-year
agent don't
option.
want him. I
hey,
don't
real
think
quick,
Tua
hey
cares.
Sal, did you see the Insomnia episode that we did with Buffalo Bills? Let me know what you thought about it, please. I'm curious to get your feedback on that. Go ahead.
Yeah, but his agent is not going to want him to play on that 5th-year option.
That's why he's
Somebody
gonna
has some
sign.
feedback.
The echo. I think somebody got it. Yeah.
He's gonna sign.
He's gonna sign, right?
Yeah.
I
his
got him.
agent.
I think that was best for the team, for the health of the team.
Yeah, but if his agent
Okay,
revolts, then that'll be his agent's
here's
fault.
the kicker though.
Damn.
Here's the kicker though. You sign him to any denomination, and he shits the bed next year or what have you. What do you do?
Well, there's the details of the
You
contract.
gotta, hey man, then
You gotta look at the
football's
details
a
of the
gamble,
contract.
man. Football's a gamble, but the Dolphins only got 1 or 2 years left in this window, man. So what? You gotta gamble it. You know what I'm saying? Look at Joe Burrow been hurt 2 years. He done signed his money. That's shit the way it go.
I get it, but the dude
You
is
cannot say whether you like the player or not. Whether you like the player or not, you cannot say his metrics is not up there with those. He's gonna get the money. He's gonna get it.
Get it from where though?
So
From who?
from anywhere who signed him, he's gonna get it. That's what his play. That's what market. He think Tua's gonna get paid below the market.
Their quarterbacks have been paid below market.
What quarterback paid below the market?
Well, what I'm saying is,
Hey, hold on, Big Nick. Hold on, real quick before we do
well,
this started.
listen.
Hold on,
At least from what I've
Money,
heard,
Money, before you get started, Nick, you got, I don't know what it is, but try to fix your feedback because it
I'll
sounds
come
terrible.
back. I'll come out. I'll go out and come back. I had a phone call. That's why. I'll go out and come back.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, Monty, what you
Let's
say?
welcome Cap for Life.
at least from my understanding, the only thing that really matters, from my understanding, the only thing that really matters about contracts is the guaranteed money, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So
At the end of the
that's
day,
that's where a lot of
guaranteed money is what
contracts, I'm sure, get hung up at, is the guaranteed. So we can't
Total
hamstring
amount
ourselves to where
matters
he's
if
guaranteed
you play
180
the
million or
entire
something.
thing. The total amount matters if that player plays the entire time.
So,
or give him some of a lot of his guaranteed money up front. That way, if you have to move off him, if you have to move off him, it ain't gonna hurt you.
so is that what? So you think?
Yeah,
So you think Tua is
much
going to get signed? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't. Well, I'm 50-50, to be honest with you.
What do you think?
I mean,
you think Tua is going to get signed? What do you think? What's your
I
opinion?
think the longer it goes on, the more I get,
Yeah, because
I'm
they got
going
to
into the
listen.
uncertainty.
Here's the thing. This is the thing that people don't. Big shout out to Mike Oliva from Finstock. He said, "Hey, look, if he's gonna make if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen by March 13th, and
By
that
March
way,
13th.
yeah, because that's when he needs to make that's when the cap needs to be
Under the amount neutral.
you got to be cap compliant by March 13th.
Yeah, but
at 4 o'clock. You got 4 o'clock afternoon Eastern.
No, that doesn't mean anything. That's not true because he can, by signing him, reduces the cap. They can sign him at any time. He's already under contract.
You have to do it.
He's under contract.
You got to be under the cap.
He's already under contract. We can re-sign him when we want to.
No, he has to be cap compliant by March 13th.
Yeah,
by re-signing him, we'll reduce the cap.
The ones that want him to sign now, the ones that want him to sign now and are putting the pressure.
You're not understanding.
The ones that want him to sign now and are putting the pressure are the agents. It's not the player. It's not nobody else. It's the agent. You don't have to do anything. All this stuff about making an extension, it's going to happen, but you don't have to do it. It's just people pressing the narrative because they want to do it and save capital for next 4 years
Well,
That's
then that
fine,
kicks
but
the
I
can
get
down the
you.
road to 2027.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what about this year?
Mm-hmm. Well, this year.
Yeah, but
Right, Michael K. Is Josh Allen getting his extension?
He already got his extension.
Is he talking?
Oh, there you go. There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah, you answered the question then.
Well, Josh Allen has got like 160 million guaranteed, right? Or something like that.
And that opened up so much cap for Buffalo.
We only heard the last part of what you said. You were talking for like a half hour, but we didn't hear anything.
Yeah, because every time anyway, on March 13th, Tua is still going to be under contract. He's already cap compliant. March 13th hit March 14th. He can sign his contract because it's going to reduce the cap even further. He's going to be way under compliance. So once he's already signed to a contract, he's already within the cap.
I know that. I'm just saying though.
But what I'm saying is cap compliance is the team.
Why people want to extend him is so they could make that by free agency, because you're gonna need the money to sign Christian Wilkins by free agency.
My thing is,
you're gonna need the money to sign all these other players. Robert Hunt, you got Colin Williams, you have Angren Van Ginkel, you have all these players that you need to sign. So you're gonna need to be way under that. So
what is it? Is it 50?
Hold on. By extending Tua, you need to do it by March 13th. But go ahead, Michael K.
What is it? You got to be at or under the cap by March 13th with 50 players on the roster?
I don't know about 50 players on the roster, but
yeah, they said 40% is being turned over. At least that's Greer's words, not mine. He said it's going to be a 40% turnover.
Right, and Tua's already
whatever they come to.
He's already under the cap.
Whatever who's already under about to 40% turnover is a lot. That's almost half the team.
Yeah, and then you got coaches that you have to rehire also. It's just funny to me how
nothing to do with cap.
I get that, but it's funny to me how everybody knows he's already signed in the amount of time that's been 3 weeks, because Joe Rose already called it like a month ago that he was staying and everybody was staying in-house. So this is nothing new. My thing is, all of a sudden, the amount of coaches that are leaving when everybody finds out is what's puzzling me.
The reason they do that because they just base it off of what happens and what have already happened, experience. Yeah, it makes more sense. The probability is they're going to re-sign Tua.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the amount of coaches that are leaving. When you know you have a new staff coming in and then you have people coming out, it's not going to help.
That has nothing to do with that, man.
All right, I'm just saying, if you expect this team to not have new personnel, it's going to have new personnel.
You're still looking for the Dolphins to crumble, huh? Within. That's all you looking for the
Why do you always have to go that route when I start questioning your math? Because your math is not math, and then you have to question me and go the nasty route, bro. Why do you have to go the nasty route?
Because it has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
You always have to go the nasty route. You can never bring logic. Every time somebody questions your logic and you get to the point where you get put to a corner with no facts, you start insulting.
We're talking about signing players.
Nick, don't you have more healing to do?
You're talking about
all right, wait. One at a time, please. We can't hear you all.
You're talking about assistant coaches. That has nothing to do with the structure of the team. That's what we're talking about.
But you're talking about something about, look, everybody knows every 4 years you give 4 players the bag, but that's close to a rebuild every time you do it, or you're rebuilding. So that's not rocket science. All I'm saying is, why is it now that we're talking about having to save money to free up money to have people come here when we thought everybody was going to come here on the cheap because we had the whole personnel to go for the Super Bowl? So why is it now that we have to overpay?
I know you like to see the right now, right? So when we had plenty of cap space, no one knew Tyreek Hill was going to be available. No one knew Jalen Ramsey was going to be available. No one knew Bradley Chubb was going to be available. So guess what happened, Cap? The cap got shrunken. I mean, our cap space got shrunken. And now that it's 2024, it's time for new contracts. So you can't automatically say, what happened? No, we was great with the cap. That's how we was able to get those players. Now it's time for a new round of contract.
Big Nick, I get what you're saying, but what irks me is everybody says it's now. The window's now. But now the goalpost is getting moved to now, and we have to rebuild and think about the future, which is the whole monotony every 4 years that we've been trying to avoid. But now
no one of substance is saying that, Cap. Cap, no one of substance is saying that, Cap. The experts are still projecting the Miami Dolphins to be a double-digit win team. The hierarchy in the Dolphins are...
No, they're not. They're saying our window is 2033.
You see what I'm saying?
When they expect us to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, my God. I'm not... Listen, I don't care about the people who don't watch the Dolphins. I'm talking about the ones I consider to be the experts.
And the
talking
latest
about the
article
ones I
said
consider to be experts, right?
our
The
window
ones
is
that pay
outside of
attention to.
5 years.
Yeah, but this
The
guy
next
says
time we'll
he
be
has
in our
actual
window.
proof that he has people saying that we're going to be above double digits.
You know why? You know why that's
I mean,
false?
they're all
Can,
over the
can,
map when it
can I
comes to
tell you
that.
why that's
Okay, but
false?
give
Can
me
I
an
tell you why?
example. Just don't say
Hey,
them people.
crypto,
Just don't say
crypto.
it,
Can I
David.
just can I just punch a hole in that 2023 or 33 argument right quick? Let me punch a hole in that. In
How? They're
2025,
basing it on the windows.
crypto.
That's how.
To the
In the
window,
2024,
to the
in the
wall.
2025,
Now this guy's going to tell
2026
me. Now
off
this guy's going
season,
to tell me everybody's rookies.
we're
Right.
gonna have about a
Ski.
total of 20 players signed. Those are going to be the 20 core players. Not this year, but next year, we're going to have about 20 players signed to this roster with an unbelievable amount of cap space. These people don't know what they're talking about because they don't really follow the Dolphins.
They're looking at the league in general when they
They
make
can't
those
look at the
statements.
league in general when I
Everybody's.
just gave you facts about your team.
Well,
They
maybe
can. You can give me facts about this
maybe they
team,
might be true
but
because
they have facts about all the teams on their cap
But we're not
situation and
talking
have
about
proof
the other
signed.
teams. We're talking about this team's window is not nowhere near done because after this year,
They said it
we're
won't
going
be
to have
until 2020, until after 6 years, where we have a new window.
the 2025 NFL season. The start of it, the Miami Dolphins are going to
But
have
you know
about
how.
20 players under contract.
We're not saying
But you know how they do it because they rank
one
it.
mic,
Nick, they only use it as a projection on all the top teams in the league, and then they rank you according to those teams and when they're going to expect to win the Super Bowl.
And what I'm trying to get
They place us in a certain order of when they expect us to win.
Only thing I'm trying to get you guys to understand about me is that whatever projections they're projecting off of the former NFL team, all I'm telling you is in the 2025 season, getting ready for that season, the Miami Dolphins are going to have a total of about 20 players signed to the roster with an unbelievable amount of cap space. We're going to continue our window because we're going to have the flexibility to do so. Now,
by the way,
right, and even I agree, and even with that window, they compared them with everybody else's window and said we still don't match up against those teams.
Well,
and by the way, I don't know how. Hey, Michael K.
Yeah.
Michael K. You're good at this. What does this mean? Because you're good at betting. Miami Dolphins odds of winning the Super Bowl are plus 2,200. So what does that mean?
Plus 2,200. If you put $100 down, you'll get. If you put $100 down for them,
you win like $20,000 or something like that.
2,200.
2,200, yeah. Like I thought it was like 10-1. I thought it was 100-1.
So
that's not 100-1.
That's for
the season. Are those are good or bad odds? How would you say that?
For the season,
I thought it was 100-1.
Save your money. Save your money.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, you can win $22,000. Why not put that money down?
No, it's 2,200.
I get you. If it's $10, it's $10. But I'm saying, like for the whole season, I would think it'd be more than $2,000.
You should be able to put that little down and get that big of a reward.
No, crypto. When you bet, it's everything's based on 100. So if it was minus, so 100.
I'm thinking 100x. My bad. I'm thinking 100 times. That's why I got to 22,000.
Yeah, no. You put 100 down, you win 2,200. So in other words, save your money. It's not happening.
Oh. Well, I was thinking maybe the multiple of that times 100. That's why I was thinking it was more higher.
No, $1,000 will be 22,000.
22,000.
Like Buffalo's right now is plus 750.
This is what kind of fan you guys just made me realize I am. In the midst of the I don't knows when they come to the team, some people see disaster, and I see possibility. That's the difference.
Well, Big Nick, you're no different from Vegas. That's how you're supposed to look at it.
Some people got. I mean, when you take out the information,
gambling 101.
When you have the information, when you both have access to the information, and you interpret it one way, I'm on the way of interpreting it to damn great possibility. Some people on the way to interpret it.
You sound like me in 1996. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. That's a high possibility.
Eternal Sunshine. Remember that movie, Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind?
I don't remember that one.
We just
I
think
don't
about
blank
the
on
title.
that. No, I'm not.
I
Don't
remember
remember.
Sunshine from Remember the Titans. I remember that.
I don't remember that one at all.
About the title.
I had to binge watch the movies. I've been out of the loop.
But don't worry about the movie. Just think about the title. Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind.
All I heard was
Well,
Remember the Titans. Though.
well, Michael K knows that the Bills probability of the Bills is real high of keep missing the field goal. Right.
It's 100%, man. It's 100%. Save your money.
100%.
By the way, the Bills are plus 750 and the Chiefs are plus 650.
100% missing it to the right. They not gonna miss it to the left. It's gonna be to the right.
Yeah, well, you'll make money then. If you say miss field goal,
make money for that. Yeah.
if you bet for him to miss a field goal, go right.
Yeah, right. I'm definitely calling up my bookie then.
I got some bets. Actually, they start in 9 minutes. I'm gonna have to get out of here and start watching.
Was it Tyler Bass?
What you got? NBA?
No, hockey.
Shout out to Nene in the building. What's going on, Nene? Good to see you.
Nene.
Hockey.
Nene.
All right, so what about Christian Wilkins? What do you think is going to happen with Christian Wilkins, Cap for Life?
I think you let him.
Oh, good. That's right. Actually, hold on. That's why I came up. Because Hooked Up Joe said they weren't going to tag him and try to trade him. Well, obviously he meant they were going to tag him and then try to trade him, but they can't do it because his cap hits $20,100,000 on the franchise tag.
It's a lot of money.
And if they can't trade him, they're stuck with that. So they can't do it, period. They don't have the space to do it.
You can rescind the franchise.
Say that again, Nick. I can't hear you. Your mic is low.
You say you the franchise, but after he didn't even, you just had him play basically for free. Now you're asking him to take less money again.
No, he'd get more money, Cap, because it's $20 million.
Yeah, but that's not enough if you know he's going to get more in the market.
Yeah, well, he's a $24 million guy.
Then what do you do? You go out there and find himself a trade.
This is going to prove to me who's about team. Like, I agree with you guys.
He's a $24 million guy in his own mind.
Well, actually, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do the transition tag because you're not gonna pay. You're not gonna pay. It's a cheaper salary.
Draft capital. Yeah.
No, then you lose them outright for nothing.
No, that was a transition
you don't lose them at all.
Yeah, you lose them for nothing. You got to go with one of the top two franchise tags. But he's going to get the money, whether we pay him or not. And I don't think we're going to pay him. I hate to see him go. I just don't think we're going to pay him. We got other priorities.
Oh, no, G-Man.
Yeah, we're not changing our number. He's going to change his number.
Oh, man.
I'm looking up the transition tag right now.
Another miserable bastard. Bye.
He'll be back.
Transition tags 15.
Please don't.
15,800,000.
He's right up there with Jay.
I missed that part, Shake. I was away from the phone. What happened? You put some. I missed it. I didn't read it.
That is like one of the most miserable bastards I've ever seen in my entire life.
Who was that, Jay?
No, this guy right here.
Hey, that's the kind of dude that stopped watching. That's the type of dude that stopped watching television and only watch YouTube.
No, he used to be all right, but after we lost that last game to Kansas City, he was like, F it, like screw this, man. He lost.
He
don't even watch the Weather Channel.
If you go out your way, listen, if you go out your way to tell somebody you're leaving, that's crazy to me. Just leave. Just click off.
Yeah, this is like I said, like I always tell people, this isn't
the power button and go off.
And I can tell people this is an airport. You don't need to announce your departure.
Right, just go, man.
Yeah,
I do that in real life. When I go get my hair cut, there used to be a spot that I used to hang out at. But I'm kind of still a loner, even though I'm in the crowd. I'm still a loner because I like to talk about shit that matters, not bullshit, right? So now when I go get my hair cut, I'll be in the moment, in the crowd for a moment. I just haul ass. I don't say bye to nobody. I just haul ass.
Oh shit! Shout out to my man Adam Sadowski becoming a new member. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you becoming a member, man.
Sadowski.
Rack up the members,
Adam.
man.
Hey, Andres Negron, dímelo, familia.
Racking up the members.
I haven't seen Andres in a minute.
Yeah,
That's my dog right there.
Yeah, man. But
racking
I
up them
think
members.
I love the dude, man. But I'm kind of already preparing
Joe Rist,
myself.
I agree with you 100%.
I'm
Yeah,
kind of already
it's time
preparing
for
myself.
we got to get the estate planning, get the trust accounts ready to hand over. Cause yeah, he's a goner.
Yeah,
Hey, Adam Pandia, yeah, Adam
Got to
Pandia.
get
What's
the
going on, Adam
estate
Pandia?
planning phase right now.
Shout out to Adam
State,
Pandia too.
state don't give
I
a
forgot Adam
damn.
Pandia is a new member. What's going on?
State don't give a damn.
Do we want cremation services, or we just want the regular burial?
Now I'm already preparing myself, so I ain't gonna even shed a tear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm past the stage of denial.
Yeah.
Hey, so let me ask
No,
you
that's
State of
what I
this.
mind.
said.
What's
We got
going on, Dolphin State of Mind? Hey,
the afterlife of Christian Wilkins.
So who's the
He was
contingency
a
plan?
great player.
I can't pronounce his name. The guy who plays for he played for the defensive tackle for Baltimore. I could see him coming.
Oh hell no, that boy finna make 20+ million. We ain't gonna pay Christian Wilkins. We ain't gonna pay him.
No, I don't think he's gonna pay that much.
Queen. I don't know if he
No, not Queen.
not
I'm
sure.
talking about
Yeah, the one who named. Yeah. He's worth that money. He's gonna get that money.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's who.
I
Now
thought
you
it was
want to talk about the window that's closing. If you want to talk about the window, they ain't in cap
Yeah,
hell,
it's permanent.
but they ain't
They're
got
not.
nobody under goddamn contract over there in Baltimore. They don't have nobody under contract.
Adam
They just
Pandia.
re-sign them all.
Shit, with what money? They ain't in cap hell, but they ain't got it like that.
Well, I'm hearing right now rumbles that they're going
don't.
after Henry. They're going after Henry and they're going after a receiver.
They could just go through the draft.
Don't be surprised if Derrick
Hey
Henry is
man,
on
make
the
sure
Miami.
y'all
You know how
hit the
they
like
general
button.
managers are.
Don't be surprised if Derrick Henry is on the Miami Dolphins.
Just saying, don't be surprised if Brandon Ayuk ends up in Baltimore.
All right. What about what? All right. Let me ask
That's
y'all
going to
this.
slow us down. I don't want to come nowhere near him.
He'll take a
Let me
one-year
ask
deal.
y'all
my
this. All
brother.
right. With the draft.
Too much tread on the tires.
He'll take a
What's
one-year
going
deal,
on,
bro.
Pete?
He'll take a
All right.
one-year
In the
deal.
draft, this is first round draft pick.
I said
The
this one out.
Dolphins. I don't care what your answer is. Whatever it is, what it is, what it is. The Dolphins. Now, the Dolphins can't leave the draft without addressing what position first. Crypto, I'll go with you.
Long snapper.
I'm gonna say center, but go ahead, Crypto.
Yeah, I'm going long snapper, Shake.
You long snapper, okay. Cat for life. What are you thinking? By the way, we're tagging the long snapper, so it doesn't matter.
What do you mean, like a position of need?
Yeah. What do you think we're drafting in the first round?
It's got to be somebody in the trenches.
Yeah, it's got to be a left tackle, man. If not a left tackle, I don't want to say center, but it has to be somebody, bro. It has to. It has to be somebody that's
Somebody
either
in the
on
trenches.
defensive end, defensive tackle, or a trench guy. Yeah, it's gonna end up being that.
I'm going with cap for life because you can get good offensive linemen second, third, fourth round.
Monty, what are you thinking?
That's all we're gonna be picking because I don't want that first round pick.
Damn, bro, you sound terrible.
Damn.
You sound like the lollipop. Yo, you sound terrible, bro.
Sound like you in a hornet's nest.
I'm glad it wasn't me.
I can't hear you at all. You can't hear you.
In a
Come
hornet's
back and come
nest.
back. Hey, come
The
back.
hornet's nest.
Come back. All
The
right.
headphones ain't meant for talking, homie.
So I'm guessing
Big Nick, what are you thinking?
Is me. Oh, Big Nick.
Yeah, Big Nick.
The
What
home-
do you think? What are you addressing in the draft?
First you said we can't leave the
Yeah.
draft without addressing. Now you change it to the first round.
Well, you know what it is. What I mean.
Well, if you mean the first round,
Yeah.
you got to be center.
Center.
Yeah.
What about all right? What about you, Pete?
Are you asking Pete this question? You know what it's gonna be.
Quarterback.
You know it's quarterback.
I'm having connection issues. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Perfect. Who was next?
Yeah,
You.
you're next.
Oh, me? Oh, that's a perfect. What the question was? What would we do with that first round draft pick?
Would you
Mhm.
trade it? Would you get something on O
No,
line?
no.
What would be
This
your
is
preference?
this what I just recently heard. Shout out to Mr. Negative. I hope he's out there.
Also, too.
This is
Mr.
awesome.
Negative is the
This is
man. I
awesome.
love Mr. Negative.
Yeah, this is awesome. We got to tag and trade Christian Wilkins. That's part of it. And the team that we're going to tag and trade Christian Wilkins to is the Chicago Bears at number 9. We're going to give them Wilkins. We're going to give them our 21st pick in the draft. And we're going to move up in front of Denver, Minnesota, other quarterback needy teams that are going to miss out. And this is why this guy, look, reports are that Stephen Ross was at that Michigan national title game. He saw J.J. McCarthy finish off a season the way a quarterback should finish
I'm gonna
off a
let y'all,
season
man. Y'all be
with a
good, man.
Where you
championship.
going?
And
Y'all be
I
good.
Dead on-
feel like
That deal,
no,
that's
you can
dead on
say,
arrival, Pete.
but this is the ultimate. This is the ultimate decision. We trade up 9, draft JJ. Now those other quarterback needy teams that wanted JJ and missed out on, now you have options to trade Tua away on draft day on his cheap 5th-year option. It's magnificent. It's what the organization is actually projecting to possibly do. And if you guys pay attention to all the media now, they're starting to link quarterbacks now to Miami on every. I told y'all I was gonna get hot. Now the media is turning it up, and this is the latest hottest news right now. Ocho
We're
Cinco
picking a
and
quarterback,
Shannon
Pete.
Sharp.
We don't.
They just
If we
recently
pick a
said
quarterback, Pete,
they said we're
well,
picking
one of our
Michael
picks,
Penix at 21. It's a wrap,
that
bro.
means
The media,
that
it's over.
we're going to elevate you to God tier status in this community, Pete. And everybody's going to have to wear a crown.
Well, that's not fair. I mean, I've missed out on
Oh
every
my
other
god.
quarterback coming out of the draft. Crypto, come on, you know they're gonna hold
We're
those
gonna-
seats on me.
Hey, Pete, how do the
we're gonna
Dolphins?
elevate you to the king, Pete.
Pete, how do the Dolphins afford the $20 million cap hit for tagging Wilkins?
There's other players that are going to be unrestricted that are leaving off the team that are going to get us out of this salary cap hell. I'm not saying it's going to put us in heaven, but it's going to put us in the legal limits so we can make moves. We got guys coming off this team. Jerome Baker.
What are you now though?
Agba.
You're still 50 million. You're still 50 million over the cap, right?
Yeah, but it still works its way.
So
What are they going to do? Miami Dolphins have maxed themselves out. They're going to kick us out of the league, Michael? Is that what they're going to do, though? That's it. There's no way they're going to find themselves
picks.
positive.
You lose picks. If you're over the cap by March 13th, you lose picks.
What type of picks?
I don't.
And when
It
was
depends.
the last time a team lost a pick because of this? I never heard.
Because they actually have people that understand how a calculator works. They don't just make moves.
But I want to know, has that affected any team in history?
No, it hasn't, because they finally got it under cover. My bad.
Not even when the Saints were in salary
The Saints
cap
was
hell,
63 million,
they
and
gave
then
Taysom Hill
24 hours
a
later.
$100 million contract.
And it would be the same thing. It would be the same thing as Edmonds last year with the Bills. If it was so easy to do that, we would have tagged him and then traded him to Chicago. But they didn't have the money to do that. They just let him go. They lost him.
Hey, let me ask y'all, wasn't the Saints
Edwards? You talking about y'all lost him, let him walk?
Tremaine Edmonds, after his 5th year. Yeah, they paid him his 5th year, and then they let him go.
And then they let him go after that. Yeah, because you guys drafted his replacement and then y'all didn't lose us beat. That's why y'all was able to do that. Y'all didn't lose no step after losing him.
Well, regardless, though, we could have made ground, though, right? Regardless if you had somebody to fill that position, they still could have gained ground by doing it.
Had he seen the field, if your guy, what's his name, Douglas, wouldn't have came in.
Oh, Douglas!
I don't think y'all understand what's going on right now, man. Buffalo guy. Let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
The owner
Buffalo
of the
guy.
Miami Dolphins,
Buffalo
the
guy.
owner of the Miami Dolphins, Stephen Ross, is an alma mater out of Michigan.
Hey, by the way, Pete, is this
you
really
know,
your last name? It makes sense if it is.
Pete Cunningham.
Pete Cunningham?
Yeah. They collab together, you know. Shake
Well,
Money.
he likes
They had a
KFC. He likes
collaboration.
KFC. I like Popeyes. What happened?
What kind you get? The Cajun Popeyes, Pete? The Cajun. Cajun, man.
Hey
You gotta
man,
keep up with
nothing
the
beats
Cajun.
extra crispy. But go ahead, Pete.
No, I just feel like we're on the look. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, and I said this a little while ago. I don't think this fan base actually realizes that we're actually in a rebuild mode right now, and y'all not looking at it.
Okay.
Everybody
Oh,
that's
damn, we're in a
denying that we're
quiet
under
rebuild.
yeah, we're in a quiet rebuild, crypto. That's exactly
So
what
we're
I'm
building
saying.
in the library.
We're in a quiet rebuild, and we're working around it quietly. And I firmly believe on draft day, when we land number 9 out of Michigan in Miami,
Oh,
because
man.
that's who Stephen Ross is after right now. He didn't go to that championship game. Yeah, he went to it to enjoy his alma mater, but he's looking at that quarterback
So he
position.
didn't go to watch his
Yeah,
alma mater because he's from
he
Michigan,
did. He
and
went
he's
to
the
watch it
biggest
to have
owner
a good
there.
time, but he knows he's after that quarterback. And I just get that itchy feeling that he went over there to not only watch his alma mater, but
So he was scouting them? He was scouting
Yeah,
them?
yo,
and
well,
not
like
only
Robert
was he
Kraft.
scouting
Robert
him,
Kraft goes to Patriot games to scout Tom Brady.
and not only was he scouting him, crypto, I think he fell in love. I think he fell in love because after watching him win that, and then the team that you own, after you just because look, we literally went all in. Why do you think we're in cap hell right now? Because we went all in. Man, I only got 5% battery on my mic right now. We went all in last year, bro. Why you think we're in cap hell right now? This is what I'm saying. We're done. We're like doing the rebuild. Vic Fangio knows it. What did they give us? The nice, he parted ways. He wanted to be with his family in Pennsylvania. No, the rebuild is happening. We got Weaver now as a new defensive coordinator. We're possibly gonna move off of Jalen Waddle. The trade that I said, tag and trade, that might not be it. It might not be it. The Bears might turn around and be asking for Jalen Waddle. And we might move off of Jalen Waddle to get to number 9 to select a quarterback and then do a draft day trade.
That's interesting.
See what I'm saying? It can't. There's a scenario there where I'm telling you, this owner,
Is that why
Stephen
Tyreek Hill
Ross,
was mad?
I think Tyreek. That's why I think Tyreek Hill's doing. He's selling it. He's selling Waddle as a trade package. He's letting the rest of the league know. He's letting the rest of the league know that he's worth whatever team picks. Like they trade for him, they find out it's a first and a second.
He leaving out Jalen Waddle to dry? He hanging him out to dry like that, Pete? You think he's hanging him out to dry?
You don't think he already did? You don't think he already did? Like, you think a real friend will do that? Go out and sit here and say, I'm going to get 2,000 yards. A real teammate and a real friend will turn around and say, me and Waddle are going to do some historic things this year. You know, you still could have said it like that, but he never included. He always included himself. He's the franchise he's the guy. He's the one that's going to teach.
Yeah, he worded it in a more selfish way. Yeah, he could have said it more with a team friendly way.
Because he's letting it be known. I'm the man. I'm the machine in this team. I'm the guy. Now what happens? He feels bad for Waddle. Waddle might be getting traded. He needs to sell his partner. And that's what I think is happening. Just like Dan Marino just sold Tua in the Super Bowl when he was saying that Tua, you could potentially win a Super Bowl and all this good stuff that he was saying. Dan Marino's selling Tua. Draft day trade is going to happen. And I really firmly believe
Dan Marino's a salesman, huh?
That's what he
shit.
did.
Kind of like we were selling those isotoners back in the day. Is that what he doing?
He was selling M&Ms.
Yeah, he's a salesman. I will admit that. Them isotoner gloves went a long way. I had a pair.
Who believes
Make sure y'all hitting the like button, please. Thank you.
so who thinks Javon Holland could get moved?
Do what? Speak up.
No,
What you saying?
Who thinks he gonna get moved?
Who do you think Javon Holland gets traded?
I mean, is he up for
To who? Who's gonna take him?
Is he up for a contract, or is he just
No, he ain't up for no contract. Not yet.
No, not yet. See, but see, that's what makes him appealing. He's still on his rookie deal.
No, I
Nah.
think
I
look.
think they scared to trade somebody like that.
I think look.
Be too much backlash.
I think he's gonna do better this year under this new regime.
I hope he makes this regime. Just don't roll around the kitchen floor with your cat.
Mr. Punk in the building.
My thing with Javon Holland is the reason why he might be a locker room problem. And the reason why I say he might be a locker room problem, he might sit. He might turn around and sit. He might not show up. He might demand the bag.
Hey,
He
hey,
might.
G-Man, I thought you were leaving. Is that what you? Hey, listen, man.
What?
Hey, listen.
Smokers Lounge.
Apparently, he's into sausage smoking. So, hey, listen, man.
Yeah.
No judgment here. You're into.
So
you
my
like what
thing,
you like, bro.
thing with Javon Holland is, I think he thinks he's worth more than what he's gonna play. I think he thinks he's better. I think he's listening to the PFF grades, and he's gonna sit here and get into a contract dispute because he's only due like $1 million this upcoming year. He's gonna want to sit.
Pete,
He saw how we already have history with how Greer just finished doing Connor Williams. Connor Williams sat. You know, he don't want to injure himself on a final year. He might demand that bag right now because he knows he's a hot commodity right now. If he was a free agent right now, he'll be one of the top paid safeties in the league. So he could sit and say, "Hey, I want to get traded." He could demand the trade right now.
But
if they don't want to pay.
I'm saying, but Javon Holland, I mean, dude, he doesn't really break the bag yet. He's got 3 interceptions in 3 years.
Yeah, but he's trying to time it right. I'm not saying he's elite. I never said he's elite. I mentioned PFF grades. PFF grades have him as elite, right? So he could potentially try to be playing off of that.
PFF grades are overblown, man. That stuff is deceptive.
Yeah, but a lot of the managers are running off of that, and
it could be misleading at times.
It is misleading. I agree.
Teams have their own PFF.
That's true.
Teams out there. You gotta listen to JJ Watts when he talks about PFF on McAfee. He explains it. How he sat next to the team. I think it was the Cardinals at the time. Might have been the Texans. But he sat next to their guys, and the grades were so far apart, it was unbelievable.
It's analytics, man. They get involved in every bullshit, man. It's like, get tired of it.
Hey, by the way, one thing, there was a coach, one of the coaches, Dan Mullen, who's a former coach of the Gators. He goes, if you look at these college rankings, everybody ranks them differently. So at the end of the day, one coach, Belichick, could see Van Ginkel as a 3, and Brian Flores could see him as a 5. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's all in the eye of the beholder.
What analytics specialist said
I'm just
that?
throwing it out there.
What analytics specialist said, all right, look, let's just take a gamble now on a guy in Channing Tindall, knowing that Georgia's, all over the map, but you're based on doing it on that, not and like pretty much by talent evaluation. If you're seeing Leo Chanel and you got ABG right there, who's his ex-teammate vouching for him, I would assume, because Chanel was a baller when he played with ABG also. And you don't go after ABG. I mean, you don't go after Leo Chanel, knowing that he has a relationship with ABG, but you're going to go analytic based. How did that work out?
Yeah. Who
What's
knows
up,
how
Shake?
they
What's up, Shake?
What's up, Fred?
Hey, Shake, man, you said you'd grab up a center with the first pick, bro.
Yes, sir.
I don't know about that, Shake. Your first pick at center, man.
Did I stutter?
I mean, I get it. I get it with our team, with our quarterback, man. In this case, yeah, a center would be solid, man. But I've said this, Shake, man. Michael Dieter that was here, bro. Hold on, Pete.
That's crazy.
Michael Dieter that was here, bro.
I heard you. I heard what you say.
Yeah,
Who's
man.
a what?
You know what I'm saying? Michael Dieter that was here. He's the starting center for the Texans now, bro. With a playoff win already. With a playoff win already, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think I don't care.
But what about the other linemen? Hold on. What about the other linemen that's on there?
Fred, that's
What about him? What about him, Shake? I mean, the Texans, they're basically, man.
Can you name the other lineman on Houston? Can you name the other lineman on Houston?
Laramie Tunsil.
Okay.
I forget a couple of the other boys.
Yeah, you only know the people that you used to play for Miami. Come on, don't act like you know that you know the Houston. Don't act like you know Houston's offensive line inside and out.
Whatever, man. What I'm saying.
No. You all you doing is making a weak talking point.
The Texans are doing okay with a superb center.
Superb center.
And winning playoff games, bro.
Okay.
Michael Dieter.
So you're saying the center, the prime. Hold on. So you're saying the center was a primary reason why they won the game?
No.
What you're saying?
No. What I'm saying is.
So why are you bringing that up then? Why are you bringing that up then?
Because if your quarterback is any kind of quarterback, man, he can make your center look above average, bro.
So you saying didn't Eichenberg look above average? Didn't he look pretty good? And wasn't everybody saying, "Damn, man, Dieter looked a lot better than what he was looking when he was with center, didn't he?"
What was your question again?
Didn't Dieter look better than
as center? What I'm saying is, man, like.
People thought he was a bust.
Bottom line, man, is your quarterback just needs to utilize the offensive line, man. Come on now.
Before this year,
now we need a first round. We need a first round center to help this guy, man. I mean, how many more things we can put around this guy?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who the new guy is. We would like to have a center. It doesn't matter who the guy is.
My mic is about to die, but Fred, check this out, right? Like, we're gonna use a first round.
No. I'm talking to Fred. So Fred, all right. Didn't before the year started, everybody was wanting to get rid of Michael Dieter. They were like, "Oh, Michael Dieter, he sucked at tackle. He sucked at guard." Hold on, let me finish. I didn't interrupt you. Let me finish.
I'm asking you when.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Then you could talk. Let me finish my point first. All right. That's how conversations happen, bro. I don't interrupt you. Don't interrupt me. So anyway, everybody wanted him gone. Last year he played center, and everybody said, "Hey, let's keep Eichenberg." Nobody wanted to keep him prior to that. Why is that?
You said nobody.
Why did he make such a big jump last year?
Why did Eichenberg make a big jump?
Yeah,
that's what you're asking me. I don't know about how big of a jump he made, man. I mean, he was okay. I don't know how big of a jump he made, bro. He did okay, man. But well, yeah, basically, yeah, okay. They was wanting to get rid of him, man. But I'm saying, like, like even with Eichenberg, man, I don't even think that would have been a question if you had a good quarterback, man. That could, you know what I'm saying? Play quarterback.
So a good quarterback, you mean
yes, a good quarterback,
like
a good
quarterback that got 11 wins.
I understand, Shake. You know, your offensive line has to protect your quarterback. Well, you need a quarterback, man, that helps out the offensive line too, bro. I mean, you know, that's all where I am. And I'm thinking, like, a center in the first round, man, first pick. I just think we can go somewhere else with that, man.
All right, but hey, I'm asking the question.
Okay, left tackle.
Everybody has their own answers. I'm saying I'm going to go with center. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go first round?
Well, me myself, I'm going to stay safe, man, and it's well needed. And I'm gonna say left tackle.
Left tackle. I like this one.
Yeah.
Jack Powers Johnson. What's up, Glenn?
You see? Now you even said another offensive lineman. That's crazy.
No, we're not.
We're not touching that offensive line.
I don't even know if we're gonna go down that route. I don't even think we're gonna have a first round pick.
No.
That pick is going to the Falcons. So why are we worried about the Falcons picks?
Never hit on
that pick is going to the Falcons. Yeah, it should go to the Falcons. Trade
your team. Isn't that your team?
Go to the Falcons. Go to the Bears. Trade him. But here's my thing. This is why I have a problem right now. And if my mic dies, then I'm gonna just go out because I'm about to die out. If we draft an offensive lineman in this scheme with an impact draft pick, like a first, I don't even want an offensive lineman with our second rounder. We need 2 starters at impact positions. So if we could get that quarterback at 21, right? Let's just miraculously J.J. McCarthy lands at 21. Then with the second rounder, what if we could potentially get the best safety in the draft? What if no safety goes? Kitchen from the UM is in the second round. Boom. Now we got 2 legit starters in impact positions with our first 2 picks. The rest of the picks, we could try to look for depth, quality, depth, but that's the only, like, offensive lineman. What are we going to do? Draft a tackle, draft a center, tell this guy to block for half a
Super Bowl
second?
contending draft class?
Ask this guy, hey, Tua's going to throw the ball in super fast out of his hands. So hurry up, hike it, just snap it quick, and just put a hand on the guy, because by the time you even get into stand formation, Tua's going to get the ball out. These guys don't get asked to block. We can't waste a draft pick like that. We could find cheap guys in draft to run this game if, in fact, we do decide to keep with Tua. So you guys have a good night. Keep enjoying it. I'll be in the chat charging up, trying to come back.
Yeah.
You guys keep rolling late, man. See you guys later.
All right, man. Later.
Yep, go charge your phone up, man. We need.
Hey, Glenn.
EM needs to hear more of your takes.
Let's welcome Glenn and Craig. What's up, Glenn?
Hello. How are y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Man, you guys do realize that we have like...
You be on the table.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, you guys do realize that we lose a lot, like 20-something people that we have to fill in the gaps, right?
Yep. 40% turnover. That's correct.
Yeah.
You're going to do it at the mall or at the Dollar Tree, Glenn?
He said that.
Okay. And you guys are talking, or actually some is talking that this is a rebuild. Man, I'm tired of rebuilding.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. These guys like to make it seem like every 4 years is normal to do that. You're right.
Yeah. Hey, but
it'll work if you do it right, Cap. That's the problem. We haven't done it the correct way.
I don't trust Greer. I don't care if you give him the first pick in the draft. Just screw that up some way. Just screw that up.
Yeah, but here's the problem.
Back out of there.
Here's the problem with another rebuild. I mean, how much could I call him Boss Ross? How much can Stephen Ross take? Can't afford another. He said it, and I've said it on the show multiple times. He's even said, I don't have much time left. So what? Do you think he's going to accept another rebuild?
Let's say he lives to 100 and expires at 100. He can afford 7 new rebuilds because he's 82 years old. Every 2 years, he can do it.
Wow.
He gets blood transfusion.
I guess.
Like a vampire.
Here's the thing.
7 new rebuilds he can afford.
And Pete said about, what was he wanted that J.J. McCarthy. I keep telling Georgia fans, say goodbye to Herbert. Who do you think Harbaugh is a cutthroat. We all know that, right? He's got cutthroat in the pros. He was a cutthroat in college. He's going to get rid of Herbert. Who's he going to bring in? He wants his boy McCarthy. End of story.
You think so?
Oh, you know what? You know what's funny is I could listen.
McCarthy thing is getting legs.
If somebody offers if the Chargers offer Herbert, I could see them getting a haul for him.
Sure, he wants McCarthy. You really think? Let's face it. And I don't always agree with what Big O says, but look at Justin Herbert. He leads the league in most turnovers in the fourth quarter in trying to win the game.
Except this year.
Big O. Is that a cereal?
Big O is dead wrong.
Is that a cereal?
This year he didn't. That narrative didn't blow out this year.
I thought that was a series.
Matter
Yeah,
of
but
There you
they
fact,
go.
still didn't make the playoffs.
Like Rice Krispies.
yeah, they didn't. But that was because he was that's because of the team. He wasn't throwing a lot of fourth quarter interception. Matter of fact, he only had 6 total for the whole year,
Okay, and I agree with that. But I'm
and all
telling
of
you,
them was not in the fourth quarter.
Harbaugh is a cutthroat. I'm telling you, he's gonna want McCarthy. He'll do anything. And look, if I'm wrong, fine, I'll admit it. But he loves McCarthy. That's his boy. And if he can
Hey,
get
hold
picks for Herbert, he'll get picks for Herbert.
Hey, real quick, a shout out, a shameless
Nah,
plug.
that don't
You got
sound well because he was just gloating over Herbert at the podium
Crypto,
in the press
real quick,
conference.
man. Crypto,
That can be that can be BS. All of
hey,
us know it.
hey, hey, Shake, Crypto,
It
real
can
quick.
be, but they said the
What
same
happened?
thing when Mike McDaniel was doing it with Tua on the plane. His plane right here.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Hold on.
Turned out there
Cat for
wasn't
Life, go ahead.
BS.
What are you going to say, Cat for Life?
oh man, looking out for you guys, man. Like you guys just started doing this, and you guys are gonna help us out throughout the off season, man. Because, bro, like this right here is what we need, bro. As much as people downgrade, like the people on this panel, bro, like we're all we got, bro. So if you guys can show support moving forward, bro, these guys are busting their ass, helping us out by giving us their time, bro. So just show your love out there, man. These guys just hit 6 grand. We're trying to get to 10 grand, bro, before the season starts, and I don't think that's not that hard to do, but whatever you guys can do, man, the time is now. But continue.
SpaghettiOs.
Just like everybody's like, oh, we're in cap hell. We're not in cap hell. The cap can be manipulated so easily.
It'll be
So easily.
manipulated on 11:59 on the by the deadline date.
I guarantee it will. And I hate to say this, I think Christian Wilkins is all but gone. I really do.
Yeah, everybody's agreement with that. Like it's becoming like a 75-25 type of deal
Him
now
and
that
him
he's
and
gone.
I
what's his
mean,
name?
I like him, but is let's put it this way: choice between signing him or signing a very high impact player. Who would you sign?
You go to impact player that's younger.
Let's say if you told me Greg,
Yeah, no. I'm saying is like a Patrick McQueen from Ball.
Nah,
Would
I
you
want
sign
somebody
him
that
or
got his
Christian
skill trait,
Wilkins?
but not his money.
what if you told me you can trade for like George Kittle? Would you do it?
No.
How old's
No,
Kittle now?
no. Don't
Isn't
matter.
Kittle like 33, 34 now?
He
Let's
wouldn't
say,
be used here no way.
go
That's
after.
what I'm gonna say. I don't want to waste the talent at that position.
So let's say
Yeah.
let's say not Kittle, but would you go after a tight end like a Pitts? Let's say something like that.
I'll go after Durham Smythe. That's who I would go after.
Yeah, man, I like Smythe
That's
too.
my target. I'm going after Durham Smythe.
Hey, I'm with that, Crypto. I'm with that.
You remember last year I told you, Crypto, hey, be careful, man. I think this guy's gonna make the Pro Bowl because I was fucking with Lewis, right? And what happened, bro? An alternate in the Pro Bowl. Durham Smythe, I like
Yep.
Durham Smythe.
He's an alternate. Yep. He's a Pro Bowler, so you can't deny it.
But I think they will.
We'll also have to tighten up the defensive front some more, man. So like that's also a number one pick with me too. Maybe, man. Like, hey, man, like a defensive end, man. You know what I mean? Get another beast defensive end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on board.
Go lineman.
I'm on
Pick 4
board
offensive
with
linemen or
Shake.
4 defensive linemen.
I'm on board with Shake. I'd like to see if he's available at 21. I'd get the kid from Oregon. Let me tell you something. I've seen him play. He's nasty.
He's good.
And that's what we need.
Is he as good as Panay Sewell?
Yeah, because we slipped on that one.
Well, not going to hit them all.
Here's a question: if you let Wilkins go, who replaces him?
That's what we can't figure out.
The person in the draft.
So now
Well, that's the other thing.
You're bringing in a rookie, so now to get a good defensive.
Wasn't Christian Wilkins a rookie before?
Yeah, but
Nobody wants to talk like that.
Tackle, you have to go to the first round and pick up a defense tackle in the
The
first
thing
round.
is,
Not really. No.
nobody
No,
wants to
you
talk
don't.
like McDonald. Nobody wants to talk like, I don't know if Hargraves got signed or not, but you can't even go after a free agent because they're going to ask for the same amount that Wilkins wants. So you got to go young or
Yeah.
garbage. Or I mean, like not garbage bin, but like you get what I'm saying. Like you got to hope Weaver's going to bring some of his staff, just like Flo did when he came, and when McDaniel came, he brought his personnel. You got to hope Weaver can get some of his guys and convince them to come over on the defensive end.
Maybe there
I'm
you go.
gonna
There's a thought.
I'm gonna say this is an unpopular opinion, given that Wilkins pulling the wool over our eye because of that quasi high sack total against quarterbacks that's less than stellar to make us dupe us into trying to keep him when he wasn't doing this in his non-contract year. If we keep him, we're gonna have a regression. You heard it here first.
You think so?
He gonna revert back to the
Yeah.
mean.
But
Yep.
but I always think it's funny that again.
Be reverting to the mean.
And tell me if I'm wrong. And Cat for Life, you're joining the Twitter Spaces now. Everybody's saying the one big seller that everybody wants to say about Josh Allen is that, he's the Josh Allen disruptor. Christian Wilkins, that he's a big Josh Allen disruptor.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I
like,
don't get.
we're one in something. We only have one. He only has one win again. We only have one win against Buffalo Bills. How the hell is he's not doing such a good job?
Shay,
yeah, he is says to disrupt the right shape.
The same way I think about why people don't like Wilkins is like I guess the same way why people say to me, "Why is it you're so hard on Tua?" I think it's the same correlation because I see nothing but Wilkins played pretty good this year. Like he doubled his sack count. He got the last play of the game.
You just totally ignored everything I just said on how those numbers came about.
Well.
I know
You
those sacks
sound like
came
you drunk the
against
Kool-Aid too.
Hey, Crypto, if you're going to
if you playing if you're playing against the Jets who had like 4 different
not only did he drink it, but he
Commanders. The Commanders, the Giants, who was missing a whole entire offensive line the game we played against them. The Panthers, the Commanders, the Jets twice, who have no quarterbacks with no pocket presence whatsoever. And when you're racking up sacks against that collective group of quarterbacks, miss me on that. And that anomaly sack he had against Josh Allen, that one time was an outlier.
You got a point.
Well, if you're going to say that about Wilkins going up against lesser quarterbacks, man, you might as well say that about everybody on the team, man. When their game elevated,
Crypto, you're right, but at the same time,
I'm just saying the numbers was a little bit
padded. Let me get this straight. So it's okay to say that about Wilkins, but not about Tua, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know at the end of the day, like we're gonna.
Yeah, but I'm saying we know it's a direct correlation when it comes to Wilkins because we know his numbers shot up through the roof when the minute he stepped foot on an incompetent quarterback and offensive lines.
So my thing is, are we gonna overpay him like we overpaid Agba and Baker that one year where we had to give 2 bags out, like by fault because we had to pay somebody? Are we gonna be by fault? Knowing that we have to pay somebody because we can't roll the money over. I mean, because if you can, if you want, but if you don't, that's crazy because you're pretty much doing it on a window year. Are we going to end up having to overpay? Is what I'm saying. When it worst comes to worst, if nobody signs him.
Welcome back, G-Man.
We fought.
Good to be back with the losers.
I just don't want Greer to fall for the okie doke when it comes to Wilkins.
That's what I'm saying, man. But I think
offer him 15 and tell him take it or leave it.
Yeah, tell him go and do your whining and dining with different people. See what you want, then come back. Then we'll talk again. I think that's what's going to happen.
Offer him $15 million. Tell him take it or leave it. Because you shot to show up in the contract year to dupe us. I ain't falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah, it's only fair for him to have
Crypto.
Crypto,
me myself. I believe, man, Christian Wilkins is a guy you can build around, bro.
Wait.
Only if he got Zach Seiler next to him.
Well, how about some defensive ends, man? Making the quarterback have to step up.
Can he make a difference when it's just him by himself and not nobody next to him, like Chris Jones does in KC?
No, he can't do that.
Where was that year at?
I don't think he can do that. I don't think he can do that.
It's better than average.
I do believe he can come through with with more tackles for losses than Chris Jones, though. I believe he
He's
shoots
not
gaps
pressuring
quicker
quarterbacks
than
in the
one.
moment that make him throw errant passes in Super Bowls to make him, lose the game and close out games.
And
they didn't even
he's
they didn't even
6'7"
block
either,
him.
man.
They didn't even block Chris Jones
You
on
gotta
that
be,
play.
you ain't gotta be 6'7" and freaking
Yeah, you do
disrupt a
that.
pass.
That leverage does help.
But it don't help
Do you guys
everybody
think
that's
they?
6'7". You think he's the only
You think?
6'7" person in the league?
Well,
Do you think they bring back
Aaron
Raekwon?
Donald ain't that tall.
with his ability. Well, Aaron Donald is. I mean, how great is Aaron Donald against the run? I don't think Aaron
Just
Donald
as
is
good
that
as
great
anybody in the
against
league.
him. No, I don't think he's as great as Christian Wilkins against the run. No, I don't.
Yes, he is.
Okay,
I mean,
Wilkins
at
had
one
one
time,
sack
at one
against
time he was. One time he
Buffalo.
was.
Running, being inside the tackles as a lineman is not hard to be stopping a run if the teams you play always run at you.
I think Christian Wilkins stepped up, man.
If we
Against the
play
run,
teams
man.
like the Niners every week, he would be non-existent because they'd be running outside the zone and
Nobody
every
had
what you
sacks in
call
the
it. He would have
playoffs.
no
Oh,
fact.
there you go.
He would be a non-factor if we played teams like the Niners every week.
Well, so would Aaron
give
Donald.
Wilkins
Aqua
some
Vision, what's
benefit. He
going
did a
on?
lot of chase downs.
I just think he's gone. I don't think they're going to give him what he wants.
No, I don't think so either. I think he's gone
I
too.
I think he's out, and it's going to be interesting to see who stays.
I saw a large enough
Do
sample
you
size of him
do you
to
think
know
do you
how
think
these
somebody
numbers
else?
this year
Do you think
particularly was
somebody else would give him
accumulated.
the money? Do you think somebody else would give him the money?
They will be a fool.
I'm sure they
too.
will.
They will, because there's P.T. Barnum said there's a sucker born every day. I'm sure they will.
Hey, listen, Cam Newton wanted a certain amount of money. He didn't get signed for it, and then he had to settle for, you could ask for something. Doesn't mean you're gonna get it, but you could ask for it.
Exactly. Well, let me ask you this: do you think Chris Jones goes back to the Chiefs, or do you think he's gone?
He goes
See,
Do you
back.
think they'll resign him?
if anybody should use a franchise tag, this is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, but would he accept it?
Yes, he will, because he likes winning.
If
By
I'm
the way,
Chris
what's
Jones, I'm
the
staying right in Kansas
Daniel
City.
Taylor? What's going on? What's the fast
Right.
narrative, please?
He likes
Let me know
winning.
what's the false
That's
narrative.
why.
Yeah.
Let me know what's the false narrative. Please put it in chat. I'm
He
interested.
said he was out to win. He want to prove the people wrong for making him an underdog. How dare them make him an underdog in 3 straight playoff games after they won a Super Bowl? So he's got something to prove. Chris Jones ain't going nowhere.
Oh, we got a legend sighting in the building.
Who's that?
EM
I
Dolphin
don't know
fan,
who
the
that is.
legend,
I don't know
the
who that
Texas
is.
Tornado.
You talking about Chris Barnerick? Kerry Barnerick?
That's true. That's true. If Twitter was around, they would have said try claim one.
Trade Clayton when the value is high. Yeah, they were. They probably printed. You can go pull up some newspaper clippings. You could probably find some article probably being thrown in the newspaper.
Papa Paul, what's going on?
What's up, Papa Paul? Who is it? The Miami Sun Sentinel? Go pick up a paper in the Sun Sentinel and see what articles was put
The
out
Sun
there.
Sentinel, Miami Herald.
Yeah, the Herald. Yeah, they probably got some articles of Clayton being put on the trade block. You find it in your local newspaper archives. They go back 40 plus. Hell, they go back since the 1800s or whenever the paper started.
They got archives of the newspaper.
Yeah. Yep. And it's in the National Archives too. Most journal.
Hey, what's up,
papers,
Papa Paul?
journalism.
How y'all doing tonight, gentlemen?
Living the dream, baby. Living
Pretty
the dream.
good, man. Another day in off-season paradise.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey, listen. I'm not gonna call you an idiot for thinking that I'm wrong about Wilkins. You're entitled to your opinion. Why am I Utah Fins fan? We love you, man. You're on Twitter. Shout out to you. Why are we wrong about Wilkins? I'd love to hear your thoughts. But go ahead, guys.
And I think whether certain people, I'm going to bring up his name, and I think whether it's certain people like it or not, I think a certain person is going to get paid money, whether they like it or not.
Oh, Tua?
Because everybody's like, oh, well, there's an alternative. Well, tell me, what's the alternative? I'm talking about our quarterback. There's not. Everybody's like, well, draft one.
There's
People
an
are like, well, draft one.
There's an alternative. Don't pay him at all this year and see what he does.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say, Papa Paul. That's
okay. So you don't pay him. Okay, and say he walks. He goes to another team.
That's not in his character. That's his greedy. That's his greedy capitalist agent. That's not in his character. Tua is not like that. He's not a greedy capitalist. By the way.
This is my second favorite Seminole.
Tua is not the greedy capitalist. His agent is. He would not do what his agent tell him to do.
No, but I'm saying, who is his agent?
Who's the same guy that deal with other people that try to rake over franchises?
No, Tua's.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Athletes First is his agents. Athletes First is Tua's agent.
And it's a false narrative name. It's more like they're first, then the athletes.
Right, exactly. Thank you. It's more like them first. Right, exactly. That's a misnomer. You got that right, Papa Paul. Athletes first. What kind of name is that when they out there being the greedy ones, not the players?
Tua is going to stay with Miami no matter what, because they're the ones who gave him the chance to begin with and kept him around. So if they don't give him a contract this year, it's not going to hurt anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he can't pay his electric bill because they don't give it to him.
Okay, but what if they do this? What if they say, well, you got to play out your 5th year, and agent says
he
no.
Gets $22.5 million.
He's got to play out his 5th year no matter what. He can't walk.
Yeah, he's under contract. Yeah, he's actually under contract, or he forfeit the money, that $23 million.
And he ain't gonna do that.
Why would he shoot himself in the foot?
Well, no, I'm saying his agent.
He ain't gonna let his agent do that.
His agent would play hardball?
He'll fire his agent before that happens.
No, I was just wondering because
Tua is the boss of his agent. The agent's not the boss of him. Tua's ultimate boss of his agent. He hires the agent. He's the one in total control. So his agent could go kick rocks. If Tua wants to play, Tua will play.
Well, here's the thing. The thing. Just because, hey, what's going on, Andrevius? What's going on, my brother? Look, at the end of the day, I don't care what an iPhone, you're not going to pay, you're not going to get somebody to pay $3,000 for an iPhone just because you have a top-notch salesman, just because you have Alex Renee selling it. You're going a top-notch salesman selling it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It is what it is. You're not gonna get. I don't think you're gonna because you have Athletes First. You're gonna get Tua more money than what he's worth, especially when you got a savvy agent like Chris Greer that doesn't overpay.
And then another thing to look at, Tua is on a contract right now, so he's
right. Yeah, Chris Greer can't draft worth a damn, but he does good with contracts. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Papa.
He's on a contract this year, so they don't have to do anything with him.
Yeah, I know.
They got more people to worry about than Tua.
Yeah, there's a lot more on the plate.
Tua is the least of the worries right now.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, they don't have to do nothing if they don't have to, because he's already under contract. Well, Big Nick said earlier he's already under the cap under his current structure right now.
Well, I've told people.
Even if they did extension, he still gets the $24 million this year.
Yeah, but they're not going to give him an extension right now when they got to worry about everything else.
You got
Only
20
thing
something
that can
players
help them
or
is if
40
they.
something players.
Only thing that can help them is if they give give them a signing bonus, make some of that $24 million to drop the cap, whatever. But his extension won't start until next year. He still gets. He has to play under. He has to play under that. He has to play under that $24 million first.
Why give him why give him an extension though when he hasn't totally proven himself? Records don't mean shit. I'm sorry. Records don't win you a fucking game.
Because if Greer does it, that means he's wrong, and Greer don't like being wrong.
No, that doesn't mean he's wrong.
What do you mean if Greer's wrong? Wait a minute. Say that.
He's saying if he doesn't give Tua an extension this year, that means Greer is wrong. No, it doesn't.
No. I don't mean Greer is wrong because Greer got him on a contract now.
It just means the process is still going on.
Yeah, Greer's not been proven wrong until he gets rid of the player and say that I messed up. That's when Greer will be officially proven wrong.
But Crypto, do you think Tua would
the
take?
Money ain't got nothing to do with it.
Crypto, do you think Tua would have a problem with it, or you think it's just tough luck? It doesn't matter how you feel about it.
I don't think it's in Tua's character to do that.
No.
Hey, listen, real quick. I gotta announce.
Maybe I'm wrong about Tua's character, but I think Tua's not gonna just outright reject that.
Hold on, Crypto. I gotta introduce the 2023 Wolfpack of the Year award winner, Mr. Polk. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
Congratulations, Mr. Polk, on your award.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it. What's going on? Shake Money, Crypto, Mountie, Papa Paul, Glenn.
Get that money, Kevin Lee, CCR.
Oh, who's that down there at the bottom?
Man, Kevin Lee said somebody owe him $1,000.
Because he stayed healthy all year.
Oh, Josh Allen.
I missed that bet.
How you doing?
I didn't know there was a bet going on there. I missed that one.
So what's the subject, fellas?
The contract.
The contract
players
with Tua and players
and the other players.
Wilkins, Howard,
non-contract with Wilkins.
We'll be talking the same shit later and more, Mr. Polk.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. You're right, Mr. Paul. Papa Paul.
I read the salary cap. It's going up even more than they thought, though. Like 10 or 15 million more because of the streaming services.
Yeah, and by the way, people thank Taylor Swift.
Well, you got that new demographic, Shake. Taylor Swift is there. We gotta get Durham Smythe to date Lady Gaga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's gonna be the new plan this year.
That's Colors guy, Durham Smythe.
Don't y'all get crypto started now. Don't get crypto
Durham
started.
Smythe will date Lady Gaga. And
we're in there. That's the plan going forward. That's who we need to get on the contract, Lady Gaga.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be talking about her contract.
No, actually, we're going to be double dipping. Lady Gaga with Durham Smythe and Jalen Waddle, if we don't trade him, with Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus.
Okay. That's a question I have. Why is people talking about Waddle being traded?
I have no fucking idea.
I don't. Yeah, I'm lost on that.
To stir shit up.
Man, that's just
Isn't that what Mike Tannenbaum said the other day?
I didn't pay no attention to that
off
one.
Season to stir shit up as usual.
Yeah, that's true. Off season drama. Yeah.
Because the way I see it is, if Tyreek decides to go ahead and retire, that's who's going to be replacing Tyreek.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Waddle should be a Dolphin for life.
By the way,
yeah.
Remember this time last year we were gonna sign who's that? Jonathan Taylor, and then we were gonna sign we were gonna get
it was Saquon Barkley was the first one out of the window.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Saquon was the first one that started it.
We were gonna get Lamar Jackson. Then we were gonna get we were supposed to get Lamar Jackson because of the transition.
Supposed to get Lamar too because of the transition thing. The two first round picks it would have cost us.
We were gonna get Dalvin Cook because he's from Florida. He wanted to come here. We were linked to so many people last year.
Jonathan Taylor's a Dolphin.
That's what it is.
The Buffalo Bills saw safety or linebacker. Poyer, one Poyer, a Dolphin. One of them went to Tua's party, right, Shake? Then one of them go to Tua's party.
I brought this up earlier. Tannehill's last year, the draft that Josh Allen got drafted in. If you look at all the mock drafts, because one of my favorite things in the offseason was to play video games and listen to mock drafts. And a lot of the mock drafts had Baker Mayfield come to the Miami Dolphins. As a matter of fact, Kenny Stills, who was an Oklahoma Sooner, was getting messages through social media. This is when Twitter was kind of like was getting legs. Was saying that, hey, come get me, come make me a Dolphin, help make me a Dolphin.
It's just like the current talk. If the Raiders really let go of Garoppolo, that Miami should pick him up.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna keep him, use him as a bridge quarterback.
It's all it is talk.
I think every quarterback is a bridge quarterback across the league, except the guys that spin the playoffs.
No, but I want to go off. Someone said Waddle's Dolphin for life. I would love to see that, but there are no lifers anymore on a team.
No.
Yeah, they eventually find their way on another roster either now and later.
I mean,
yeah,
very
seldom you'll see somebody that drafted and stay the whole time with the team.
Yeah, it's very.
Not even Tom Brady stayed on his team.
Right, even his 20+ years, he eventually found his way on another roster. You're right.
Yeah.
Marino almost found his way on another roster with the Vikings.
I really wish that would have happened. I really wish
he was that close.
Marino.
Right, and that was a stacked Vikings team too.
Jimmy Johnson really screwed with him.
Yep, Montana found his way on another roster at the end of his career. Yeah, they all do, even the greats.
Yep. Hey, you guys ever meet Marino?
Say that again.
Did you guys ever meet Marino?
I met him briefly. I met him briefly because I didn't meet him, but what happened was when back in 2000, 2002, 2003, I can't remember. All these years fucking blur together. But I used to work as a suite runner at Pro Player, and I used to take food to his suite. His favorite thing was sausage and Chardonnay.
I used to work for a dealership in '87 and '88 down in Florida, and I used to take a car out to his house and stuff like that. We used to drive cars because he was a sponsor for a car dealership. That dude's a dick.
Yeah, I know. I could say this now because he used to order a tray of sausage, so I used to take it to the suite. So right before I take it to the suite, I will steal like 2 or 3 of his sausages and then give it to him.
Damn, Jake.
Yeah.
Jake.
Don't say that too fast, Shake. You're stealing Marino sausages. You might be on the OnlyFans page.
Yes, I stole his sausage.
Y'all need to stop, man. Good.
I met him when I was younger.
We'll see who I get to see this Sunday or Saturday. I mean.
I'm sure Michael K will clip that. And anyway.
Yeah, he would. He's gonna clip that. Shake Money stealing sausages from the quarterback.
Stealing Marino sausages.
I used to steal them. I ain't gonna lie.
Now I'm gonna see about seeing Zach Thomas again this weekend.
Oh, the restaurant?
No, at DCC.
Oh, DCC. Okay.
Yeah, that's Saturday.
Zach Thomas. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That's where I met him last year, and we got to talk, and he knows right about where I live because he's been hog hunting up here with Manny Fernandez. Manny Fernandez actually lives up in this area.
Yeah, Manny Fernandez.
Huh. Fernandez.
He was a wide receiver on the Dolphins?
No, he was defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle? Okay.
He used to wrestle alligators in the off season.
Yeah.
No, he's the one. He's the one who put alligator in Marino shower.
Yeah.
No, he put one in Shula's shower.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, Shula's shower.
He put one in Shula, and of course, And they said that Jim Kick, because Kick was always in Shula's doghouse, and he thought Kick did it.
Oh, you guys are talking 70s Dolphins. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many people were around
Yeah.
in the 70s?
I was.
I was.
I seen.
I was born in '66.
I've seen highlights of them. Paul Warfield and Mercury Morris.
I don't remember their first Super Bowl, but I remember them winning the second Super Bowl.
I was 5 and 6 years old.
That was me too.
I remember it all.
I don't remember the first one. I'll tell you that. I know, but I do remember the second time they won and stuff when they beat Minnesota.
I remember when.
I remember the fourth one.
By the way, I believe Cam Smith is gonna step up next year.
I think so too. I think Weaver's going to give him a hell of a shot this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One thing about this coaching staff, and shout out, I heard it from Reason, and I agree with him, is the fact that if you look, I heard Dudley Durongs and a lot of these guys' backgrounds of these coaches, and if you heard of them, a lot of them have ties with Mike McDaniel. So I don't think everybody's saying, "Oh, he wants to pick his coaches," but a lot of them seem to have relationships with Mike McDaniel for some reason.
And that could be a good thing too.
By the way, Andreas, who do you think will replace Tua? Tagovailoa will replace Tua. That's who's going to replace Tua, Tagovailoa.
Is there any talk of Robert Hunt resigning?
Siblings. It's going to be the Matthews family. They got a whole bunch of replacements.
Well, more than likely, Robert Hunt will be back.
Yeah, I hope so. I think he's a priority.
Yeah, he's more than likely he'll be back.
Didn't they sign Kendall Lamb the other day to a 1-year deal or something? The guy that replaced Teron. Speaking of which, I really wish Teron Armstead had retired.
Hey, there we go. Talia Valoa is going to replace Tua. Talia.
Yeah.
This time we're gonna get the right-handed Tagovailoa. We're gonna get the right-handed.
Why do some Dolphins fans hate if they take that awesome center from Oregon? Like, if you could get a great, if your offensive line is awesome,
center is the key, in my opinion.
Yep.
Same here.
I like him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Look,
center and offensive tackle.
Hey, by the way, Andreas, he says he's going with Malu. So his dad, Malu.
So you guys
Malu. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how you pronounce his name, Malu. And I know it's spelled Galu, but the G for some reason in Samoan tongue it pronounces with an M. Yeah. So it's Malu, not Galu, like people think. Malu. His name is Malu.
So you guys think we can upgrade that center from what we have?
Yeah, that center from Oregon is supposed to be a badass, dude. He's supposed to be one of the best centers to come out in like a few years. Yes.
Because
he's got a nice, I look like a center. Of course I do. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm the center of your universe.
Last time we had good centers when we had Pounce, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. The greatest center of all time played on the Dolphins. Dwight Stevenson might be the greatest offensive lineman ever.
Oh yeah. Look at who's the guy that center that played with Peyton Manning for a long time.
Jeff Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Stevenson was on a different level, man. I think he played at Alabama.
I got to bring someone up to y'all. Keep an eye out on Eddie Pierre-Louis. He's out of Tampa Catholic here in Tampa, and he just in December signed with Oklahoma Sooners. He's a 6'3", 335-pound senior in high school.
Oh, Papa Paul, that's that guy that was running fast, that big guy.
Hey, G-Man, do me a favor, G-Man. Keep me out of your fantasies.
G-Man has got some weird proclivities there. He's been going off in the chat for a while.
Yeah, this guy, all he's thinking about is quarterbacks with hands under my crotch. Listen.
Good.
Don't keep me out of your fantasies, G-Man. I appreciate.
Let me tell you
look, I'm
about this
flattered
guy,
and
though.
everything, but
That's
just,
a weird thought there, G-Man.
yeah, get me out of your friend. Thank you.
This guy
Wow.
is 6'3",
This done turned to the
335
on
pounds,
TV
offensive
spectrum.
lineman, a senior in high school, and he runs a sub 1,300-meter dash.
Sub 1,300
Wow.
meter.
6'3", 335 pounds.
Wow.
Yes, he's on the track team as well. Mr. Polk seen the video of him.
This guy can move.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
Papa Paul had him on at the film last week. This guy can
Your
move.
head is a box of potatoes. Dude, come up with something funny, please. Thank you. Listen,
how would you guys feel about
listen,
us trading back?
listen. Apparently, because you like watching old people have sex. Have one of them write your jokes for you. But continue, guys.
Hey, Crypto, how would you feel about us trading back?
Yeah, that's my original proposal. I'm not a fan of where we at. We had to get more picks.
Get some more picks.
Even if we are in a semi-rebuild, we got to stockpile picks now.
Oh yeah,
And pick a lot of seconds and thirds up.
I
have
said
us
trade
going back
back.
to 38 to get the second, third, and fourth round pick from that team.
Exactly. I don't have a problem with trading out of the first round.
That gives us 2 seconds, 2 thirds, and I mean 1
Look
third
at
and a
look
fourth.
at the way look
as
at
well
what
as our pick
Belichick. How
60s.
many times he did that? He trade out of the
Yeah, he
first
made a
round.
career out of doing stuff like that, especially when he's picking in the 20s. He's always trading back to get 2 additional seconds or a third with that second.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
I
He
would
made a
not
career
have a
out of it.
problem.
That's what built this dynasty in his depth.
Yep.
That was his little secret.
I think the Chiefs are going to trade Chris Jones just like they did with Tyreek Hill, man.
What's going on, Shake? Wait, I
No, I
see
don't
you
know if they're
laughing.
gonna
No,
He'll stay 1 more
I
year.
bet you they will.
You think so?
They can't afford it.
Yeah, I think they'll franchise him and trade him.
Wow.
Nah, he had all intentions of staying.
I
He's
have
a
a
lot less
friend that's
selfish than Tyreek. Tyreek was the selfish one.
yes.
Although I don't know, I think it's just he might take less because going for a three-peat is legendary. You know what I mean?
It's something that hasn't been done right. That's
It's never
at
been
least
done
after
before.
this year. He'll wait 1 more year before he,
Yep.
start to ask for another
The
deal.
the only thing is, and I remember Shula saying this years ago when they had those 3 Super Bowl runs, and then guys started getting hurt those next couple of years, and he said it sounded great to go for a three-peat, but he said your body just simply wears down. I know it's kind of stupid, but he said that all our guys got hurt because we were in so many Super Bowl runs, playoff games. I know they only played 14 back in the day, but he said our guys were beat up.
Yeah.
And and that's what
It's a
could happen
long haul
again.
to go
It
make
is.
deep playoff runs back-to-back years.
And now you
Playing
got to
extra
play
games.
17 games.
Yeah. Most likely you're playing more games than everybody else, especially if you're the only
Exactly.
team that's getting back.
Your body wears down. And
The thing
whether
about
we like it or
the
not,
thing about KC though is they're such a young. I mean, they rebuilt their whole defense with that Tyreek Hill trade, and they're one of the youngest teams in the NFL, man.
They're still
So
young by that trade. Yep.
that was part of the difference why they beat Buffalo is their younger roster didn't suffer the attrition that Buffalo's roster did, and Buffalo's roster because it's older it started to break down at the end of the season.
Yeah, they can stay young and be able to substitute guys in and out of that without missing a beat. That's the key. Surviving when you do make that substitution.
They got a corner behind L'Jarius Sneed, Joshua Williams. Like his grades are off the charts. He's like 6'3", 210, runs 4.3. Like they got a really young team, man. It's not going away.
Right.
And they have all their draft picks.
It's weird. It was the Tyreek Hill trade that strengthened them. Hopefully, we don't have to trade Waddle to them and strengthen them even more. That's some crazy stuff.
but the one thing, the one thing I always say about this, Patrick Mahomes has now been in the league how long?
I think it's 6 years. He's going into his year
Only
7.
6
I
years.
think.
Yeah, only
Sooner
6
or
years.
later, everybody gets hurt. I'm not wishing it on him, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
He got
Mahomes
hurt
is a-
last year.
Yeah,
He
but
got
He was
hurt
Mahomes.
hurt
last
already.
year.
He went
You
through his
don't.
injury. Yeah,
He got
last
hurt
year he got
last
hurt.
year.
He was hobbling around in that
No.
championship
I'm
game
talking like a. I'm
and in the
talking
Super
like a
Bowl.
season ender.
What?
Every quarterback
But
goes to a season-ending injury. Every quarterback happens. It just depends when it happens.
Yep.
Hey Shay, can you share
well,
this video?
that can come
No,
in
I
year
can't.
20 for him though.
That's right.
Yeah.
We can't because YouTube has been striking us. We just got
Okay.
monetized, so that's I would, but you know what I mean.
Okay. No, this is just.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link. You guys need to see this. This guy though, he's he did he at his workout he was doing the college combine for NFL. It's bench press of 225 pounds. He did a rep of 25 of them. This kid is just.
This guy's freakish. He is freakish.
There's a link if anybody wants to see the video.
Well,
Did you put it in the private?
Yeah, I put it in. Well, no, I put it in the everything chat.
Hey,
Color wants Nick Mullins.
Yeah, 261 yards.
Kansas City got strong on when they.
Yeah, I just put it in the
traded
private.
Tyreek. Why can't we trade Tyreek?
I think his
Because
contract.
not everybody gets stronger by getting rid of Tyreek. They the outlier. They got Gartier at a head coach and a quarterback.
Well, they traded. They traded.
Team can get away with that.
They traded Tyreek Hill too at his peak of his game.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
He's 30 now. And didn't he say after he's done, didn't he say he wants to become a professional gamer or something like that?
No, he said he wanted to be a porn star.
No, that was X.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was X. Wasn't that X?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill said that.
The games last year. What was Tua's best game last year? You guys think?
I thought it was the Patriots game on the road. I thought he was
last year or this past season. What, 2 years ago?
This past year.
This past year. Oh, you're talking about this past year.
I thought Tua was really methodical in that game.
I thought it was a Jets
No, he had
game.
no, his rating wasn't there.
I thought
No,
it was a Jets game at home.
It was probably
When
the
Tyreek
Commanders
didn't
game.
play.
I'll say the Denver game and the Commanders game.
See, I like him.
That's when he was mistake free.
The Jets game against them, the second game when Tyreek didn't play and he had to spread the ball all around to everybody.
Yeah.
And he was giving the ball to more than just Tyreek. Everybody got a shot at the ball and they just moved up and down the field like it was nothing. And that's against a good defense.
Well, the reason why I don't consider that game because when you're giving the ball back to the Jets, you're not going up and down the field. They're putting the ball on short fields because their offense is just brutal. They can't move the football, and they don't got nobody to go back where you can really go toe to toe and engage whether or not the Jets defense could tee off you because they're getting a break because of their quarterback is incompetent.
Yeah.
That's why the Denver game is a much better game because they were facing a more competent quarterback, and he was able to move the ball.
Well, Crypto, we'll see this season when Aaron Rodgers comes back.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We'll really truly know whether or not that Jet game was an anomaly or not.
Well,
that's why I say the Denver game was the better game because they were playing against a competent quarterback in Russell Wilson. Who could not,
I'm hearing
3 and out every 4 seconds, and then you're on the short field, and then you only got to move the ball 40-some yards to score.
The Jets' defense in the first half of the season was unbelievable, but then when their spirits got crushed, they just kind of—I don't want to say gave up, but
collapse.
They did. They
It just
were.
wasn't the
It was
same.
like the second half of the
but
season. It was a lot worse
but
than the
Josh
first
Allen,
half.
don't you
Right.
think that when Rodgers comes back, don't you think they're gonna be reinvigorated
I think the
next
Jets,
year?
I think they're going to
Because
be
I've been
really,
hearing
really good,
It's
dude.
more competent. Yeah, they
because
played more competent football in the first half than the second half,
That
especially when they knew that
defense,
they was out of the running.
when that defense is running like all the way, it's nasty, man.
Yeah, when it's when
man,
when they offense was actually getting some scores in the first half of the season, they
Yeah.
was playing
see
good.
when they're moving the ball on all, see that's what
Yeah,
concerns me next year, especially with
that's
Tua.
it'll be good to
See,
see them when they got a competent offense with that defense to see what it'll be like.
Well, one
and,
man
and
doesn't
I
make a whole
also
team.
and I've also heard in some Raiders spaces, I heard if the Raiders don't get a quarterback, Devontae Adams wants out of there, and guess where he wants to go?
Probably gonna
Jets.
play back with his
To the
teammates.
Jets.
Yeah,
Probably.
with the Jets. He probably want to go to them. He'll
Yeah,
start. He'll
they're gonna
definitely
be
be
tough,
instant
dude.
upgrade over what they got. He's an instant upgrade over what they already have.
And guess where he wants to go?
Yeah.
Hmm.
They would be
Well,
interested to see
there's-
finally him playing with another team.
There's
Adams.
a lot of instant upgrades if they go to Jets.
Well, yeah, that's true, Papa Paul. Yeah, it's not much. But yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you ain't
My whole
lied,
thing
yeah.
with the Jets, I don't question if Rodgers is healthy, even if he's like 85-90% what he was, I still think he'll be really good. I just don't.
Right, because
I
he
don't.
doesn't turn over the ball. It's the non-turnover factor. See, a lot
The
of
thing,
people don't look at that as being important. If you got a quarterback that's not turning over the ball, that helps a lot.
Oh,
the thing about the Jets, it's the Jets. It's their front office and ownership that's just weird, dude. It's a really weird organization. So
Well, no
Hey,
weirder than Ross.
By the way, Josh Allen, did you see the show I did on the Buffalo Bills?
no, I haven't seen it yet. With the
Okay.
red, white, and
Red,
Bills
white, and
thing.
Bills.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, yeah, because one thing he was saying, he said one of the differences between what happened between Ken Dorsey and Joe Brady is the fact that you guys were turning over the ball a lot less when under Joe Brady than you were with
Under Brady, right?
Under
and that helped
Dorsey.
y'all run at the end because y'all was not turning over the ball and putting it on.
Yeah,
short field.
Allen's got to he's got to get those interceptions down to like 10.
Once he got it down to like maybe high single digits,
9, 10, 11
no
interceptions.
double.
18 is way too much.
That'd be
15
more
is too
points
much.
on the board. Then y'all would actually
If he
be
turned the ball over
offense.
10 times, he would have been MVP.
Probably.
He could have been. Yeah,
Oh,
he could have
yeah.
made a late run at it if he'd have just had 10 turnovers. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about Lamar though, even though he had less volume of passing attempts and stuff, but his touchdown percentage was really high.
Right. His
He did
percentage
a
of
lot.
touchdowns was high.
Lamar did a lot with less. I mean, the Ravens didn't they have like 9 or 10 wins by like 2 touchdowns or more?
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
It was 9. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I agree with
Yeah.
Utah Fins fan. Rodgers is washed up.
I mean, he could be, but like I said, even if
We don't know.
even
Jury's
if Rodgers
still
is
out.
if Rodgers is just a competent quarterback with that defense, like it's going to be brutal to play them, man.
Right.
The problem with the Jets is their offensive line.
By the way, you put it in the private chat, Papa Paul.
It's got to be
If they don't
serviceable.
get that fixed,
Yeah, I went ahead and
He's
added
just
the
sitting
private
duck.
chat, but I did
I
it
think
on
the-
the YouTube page as well.
If I had to bet, I think the Jets' first 2 picks are going to be on the O line. You know?
Yes.
Anyway, listen, let's get some
I
final
agree with
thoughts.
that.
I'm gonna
I agree
wrap
with
this up. I appreciate everybody for coming through and showing us love, man. The Jets gang, what's going on? Appreciate you. CCRR, Daniel Taylor, Nene. Even you,
What's up, Nene?
man, the Dolphin fan. Appreciate you for coming through and throwing some lame jokes our way. Hooked up Joe. B McD. Appreciate you. Utah, Kevin Lee. Yeah, man. Everybody, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Subscribe if you're new, man. And with that being said, let's get with the first. Who wants to go first with their final thoughts, please? Anybody?
I'll go ahead, Shake. I appreciate
Go
you
for
having
it.
me on. I appreciate what y'all do, just like me. Just trying to inform everybody and letting the fans talk what they want to say. Y'all
Yes,
have
sir.
a wonderful night. I'll be on at 8:45 as usual.
I'll be there.
Yep,
Peace,
I'll be
love,
All
and
there.
right,
fins up,
Bubba
everybody.
Paul. See you.
And by the way, Kevin Lee, see this
Thanks,
guy right here, Kevin Lee. This is my favorite Seminole fan right here. That dude right there. He's a Seminole fan. I don't hold it against him though, but he's a Seminole fan.
I feel sorry for that individual.
I don't. To me, it's just great to be a Gator hater, but I still love Shake. He's a great man.
Hey, it's good to be a Seminole hater too. So,
Later, guys.
Much
love to you. Later.
Later.
Yeah, later.
Anybody next?
Go ahead.
I'll
Thanks
go.
for having me on. Thanks for having me on. And
Oh yeah,
I'll let
Scott
you guys
Jackson.
Go.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I said thanks for having me on. And I
Oh, for sure. Thank you for
appreciate
coming on.
And I subscribed and I liked and everything.
Oh, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I keep.
Yeah,
I
come
keep
around more
watching
often.
and
You know,
stuff.
hey, this Friday we're gonna have an open panel, so you're more than welcome to come on.
Okay, thanks,
And
man. Appreciate you. Everybody have a good night and enjoyed it.
And thank you for you know what
Appreciate it, man.
one thing I appreciate you this is probably the first time you're on here, but I appreciate that you're civil and that the fact that you know you didn't resort to name calling, which is much appreciated.
No, I
Thank
don't
you,
do
man.
that. Hey, I'm too old for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, don't be afraid to say that the Gators are a poverty franchise, man. Just let it out, man.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. All right, man. I'll see you.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
I'll go.
All right, Craig. Thank you for as much as always. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hey, I tell you what. The minute that the day that Tua has his, I don't care what I'm doing. I could be on vacation. The day Tua gets his extension, I will be going live and I will be opening it up for everybody to give their thoughts on it. So
I just want to say thank you.
We got to go
Always
live when
a
Eichenberg extension gets kicked in too.
But no, I always appreciate you guys letting me come up talking Dolphins football. Because unfortunately, I live in Eagle and Steelers country, so I don't get to talk to anybody. Yeah, I'm in Pennsylvania, so I don't get to talk to anybody about the Dolphins. So thank you as always, and guys, have a good night.
You too, my brother.
All right,
You too, man.
All right. Josh Allen is the next Elway.
Nope, I'm just the quarterback that I'm fascinated with. I know this is a Dolphins phase, but the one that I think is going to be like at the end of next year is going to be like a certified great quarterback. I'm picking them to go to the Super Bowl in the NFC is Jordan Love. I was really, really impressed
That's my
with
dark
the way.
horse. That's one picking.
That's my dark horse MVP.
To win the
the Packers are extremely young.
To win the conference,
I love how their organization runs. But I'm just as a football fan, I'm excited about the Packers, man. I'm excited about Jordan Love. I think he's gonna be one of the greats.
Yeah. Yep. He learned. They did it the right, man. That franchise did it the right way as far as setting up the relief pitchers. You sort of say, you got one great leaving out, one great coming in.
Didn't the Packers? They beat the Chiefs in the regular season, didn't they?
Yep. They scored the most points against them. They're the only team that scored the most against them. Yep.
So
they beat them.
They're going to be dangerous.
And just to think, Flo wanted Jordan Love.
Yeah,
is that true, or is that just like a rumor?
It's true.
As a matter of fact,
It's
Big
true.
O,
Wow.
according to Big O
It's true.
and Omar Kelly, they said that was the
They
case.
said that's who Flo wanted. Yep.
Big O said that's not the case.
No,
he said it
that
is.
the case.
Oh.
He broke the story on it. He was the one that broke the story on it. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yep. He said that's what Flo wanted.
But
Yep.
he didn't want him at number 5. He wanted him.
He wanted him at 26 at the spot that they traded him at for. That would have been the Noah pick. Yeah.
They look like they totally. I mean, even though the Jets still could be good, it looks like they totally fucking they screwed over the Jets, dude. They knew what they were doing, man.
Yeah. Packers were smart, man. They real good in the draft.
The Big O show.
The Big O, man. Him and Omar Kelly broke it. Really, it was the Big O, though.
Oh man, well, I appreciate you, Monty. Any final thoughts?
Hey man, as always, it's always great to
Yeah.
be at T.F.T.G, chopping it up with everybody, learning from everybody, and
Yeah, for
fins
sure.
up.
I appreciate you, man. You can
Peace
stay
out.
up on
Mountie,
here.
appreciate it.
All right, man.
Crazy Dolphin. Final thoughts?
Oh boy. Yeah, like I said, I enjoy hanging out with the fellas, or should I say with the family. Like I said, I got a lot of time now to really start learning football more. So listen, I appreciate you guys because I learned from all you guys, and also in the chat room as well. So I see you next time. Thanks for having me on the show. Shake Crypto. Be good.
Yep.
All right, man.
All
By
right,
the way,
Mr. Pope.
John Yang, his final thought is Tua sucks. Greer needs to get fired. You might as well get rid of
Damn.
Oh my goodness, he cleaned the house.
Damn,
That man
that's
cleaned the
harsh.
house.
That's brutal.
He cleaned the house up.
Yeah,
Goodness
he is
gracious.
cleaning the house.
John
That's
Yang,
brutal.
are you Pete?
Is
Oh,
Pete's
that's a good
burner?
question.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Colors burner?
All right, guys. Take care. Y'all later.
Hey, remember the Church of
Two.
Tuology.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Uh,
Yeah,
y'all
y'all
be
stir.
easy, man. Fins up. I will see you. Hey, listen, unless Tua signs his extension or anything, if anything happens, groundbreaking, I will be on tomorrow. If anything groundbreaking happens, but if not,
That to include Eichenberg's $100 million contract.
oh shit, I'd be in a mental asylum somewhere. Like, what the hell they doing? But anyway, I'll see y'all Friday for the open panel. Be sure to come through and support, man. Be safe, fins up. Peace.
All right.
Shout out. I forgot my man Scott Jackson in the building as well. But he's
Scott
out, man.
Jackson.